Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, do it again.
Get it crunk, big country.
Whoa, wait a minute. Pork chop. Looking for a little like grease. When it's done just right, just gotta get a piece. The way your mom made it down in the South. Fried just right, let me taste out your mouth. Gravy. Keep it off your face. Gotta have manners in a public place. In the morning or dinner in the evening. Either way, gotta have the right seasoning. Pork chop. Season it. Y'all don't hear me. Gotta treat it right so it's nice and tender. Right amount of heat so it'll properly render. Something to the side, sweet like yams. Pork chops, not honey baked ham. Get a little cheese if you're down with it. Slap it in the middle of a biscuit. Tear it up, tear it up. In the porking lot, in your pickup truck. Give me that pig, give me that hog, give me that heart, give me that cake. Pork chop. Pan fried. P-O-R-K. Pork chop. So good, so good, so good, so good. Pork chops. Pork served hot, pork served cold. Take it on a paper plate covered in fold. Cause Earl took enough for a family of 10. Ain't nobody but him and a glass of gin. The plate was wobbling 3 feet high. Finna disappear in the oink of an eye. Some like it fried, some like it baked. Some like it breaded with the shake and bake. Some like hickory smoked barbecue, but don't touch my plate cause that's just rude. Give me that pig, give me that hog, give me that heart, give me that cake. Pork chop. Pan fried. P-O-R-K. Pork chop. So good, so good, so good, so good. Pork chops. Let me tell you something. You know where the money's made. Pork chops up by the shoulder blade. On the back by the loin. I said the back, fool. Dang, not the groin. Just north of the baby back ribs. My favorite part of the pig. Everybody sing it with me one more time. Hit me with the swine hook line. Pork chop, pork chop. Pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pig, give me that hog, give me that heart, give me that cake. Pork chop. Pan fried. P-O-R-K. Pork chop. Yeah, buddy. So good, so good, so good, so good. pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop.
WBCW Sunday night right here. It is Florida Country Radio, WBCW Networks. I'm your host, Big Country. Milf's in the house.
Hey.
And Half Pint with a Short Stick is in the house.
Hey.
Miss Attitude.
That's right.
She's on fire today, that's for sure.
You ain't done nothing but sit around the house all day, have you?
No, I've been out all day.
What you been doing?
Smoozing.
Whatever. Where'd you steal the hat? You act like you've been smoking some weed, too. Is that what you've been doing, too?
No.
What, look at me. Look at me
Miss
still.
Donica
Look at me.
Knight.
Look at me straight in the eye and say that.
Mr. Donica Knight.
Look at me straight in the eye and say that. Your
I
eyes
don't
are.
smoke,
Your
dude.
eyes are.
I don't smoke.
No,
I
you
smoke
don't.
cigarettes.
You don't
I
inhale.
Smoke weed. I
You
don't.
don't.
Smoke
You
none
don't.
of that.
You don't inhale, right?
No, I don't smoke.
You don't.
Period.
You don't inhale.
Nothing.
You don't inhale.
Nope.
Nope. She does, Milford. She looks like
No,
she's
I
hung
don't.
out. Hey, man, you want to drag? See?
Freak on you. That's what I say. Freak on you.
Say, free bird.
No, freak on you. That's what I say.
So, tonight's show, we're talking.
Last night with Mary Jane.
I'm telling you, she looks like she's been.
Not a Mary Jane.
I'm
so
telling you, see, she's token on something.
No.
Let's give her a drug test right now.
You could take a drug test on me. I'd be clean.
Mm-hmm. So you say.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking with Darrin Morris tonight. Go figure. He calls me an hour before the show and says, I can't talk. I lost my voice from his show last night. And I said, oh, my God, really? So we're going to wing it with him. And maybe I tried to convince him to get his wife to talk for him. But she don't like getting on the phone, I guess. So we're going to be talking with him. And then after that, we're going to be talking with Andrew Frelick, another artist out of Canada. Well, actually, he bounces back and forth between Canada and Nashville. But they both got some great music, and it's all good. But
Damn.
who's playing something?
I've never. Your video. I mean, your computer has never been able to do this. I don't even know how to stop it. How do you?
Jeez.
Wait, hold on.
There you go.
Jeez.
That was a
It
50
has
second.
never
That was a
played-
50-second delay
Listen,
there.
It has never played a live video before ever. So we must have upgraded.
That no,
Have
it's
you
it's
upgraded?
probably because I've been using it and having the volume turned down. Maybe. Matter of fact, you turned it down last time you were on it.
I didn't do nothing.
I think you did.
Okay, all I do is get on it.
Whatever.
I know nothing
Sure.
about turning it down.
Sure. I think Paula was in the room because Paula said she was coming in. Paula, you there? Say hi, Paula.
Come out, wherever you are.
I know she's in there. She's hiding because she's the booking manager for Darrin Morris. So yeah, I know she's there. She's hiding. She's hiding somewhere. But make sure you go to our webpage, WBCWradio.com. Also, if you want to get to our radio station, we have a live 24-hour link that's right there on the front page. As soon as you log into our website, just click on that, and you'll hear nothing but music.
Yep.
So every time now, you don't have to go, when you log onto the website, you won't hear the music right off the bat. You actually have to click on another link to go to the music. And it seems to be working out pretty good. But we're working on it. We're slowly be getting there. Let's go ahead real quick and throw in some music here for Darrin Morris. This is one of his latest singles. This is called "Country to the Bone." Right here, WBCW.
pickup truck and some ice cold beer. Hard day's work in the rearview mirror. Pick my baby up and head to town. Maybe check out the stars and lay a blanket down. I'm not quite sure where this may go, but one thing that I know, I'm homegrown, backwoods, speak with a southern drawl. Old dirt roads and 4x4s, and I think that y'all should know that I pledge allegiance to the flag, the red, the white, the blue, that I'm country to the bone. How about you? Hunting dogs out in the yard, ready to hit the trail. When he gets locked on a big old hog, he'll track him clear to hell. Yeah, we cling to our Bibles and guns, and we don't apologize. Before you come around here talking smack, boy, you better recognize that I'm homegrown, backwoods, speak with a southern drawl. Old dirt roads and 4x4s, and I think that y'all should know that I pledge allegiance to the flag, the red, the white, the blue, and I'm country to the bone. How about you? Need the men in black to tell us what to do. We were raised off the land, living by the golden rule. 'Cause we're homegrown, backwoods, speak with a southern drawl. Old dirt roads and 4x4s, and I think that y'all should know that I pledge allegiance to the flag, the red, the white, the blue, and I'm country, country. Yeah, I'm homegrown, backwoods, speak with a southern drawl. Old dirt roads and 4x4s, and I think that y'all should know that I pledge allegiance to the flag, the red, the white, the blue, and I'm country to the bone. How about you? Yeah, I'm country to the bone. How about you?
WBCW Sunday night right here, Florida Country Radio. Wake up, Tammy. What are you doing?
I'm shutting everything off.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
It's about time you be quiet for a while.
Right? I'm trying to be quiet.
Huh?
I said I'm trying to be quiet. Oh, that's what you don't want me to do.
God, you look
Hello.
you look so hot tonight. You know
Hello.
that? You look so hot tonight. It's not even
Well,
funny.
fuck me running.
Okay, that wasn't the answer that I was expecting, but you know, jeez, Jesus.
I'm out of character tonight.
No, you've always been out of character. You're just out of sorts tonight. Put it that way.
No, how would you know?
I know
You
everything.
don't even know what I do
I
today.
know everything. I am.
You have no idea what I did
am
today.
the amazing.
What did I do today if you know everything?
Nothing. You sat around the house and did nothing.
No, I was not even around the house at all.
Oh. Oh,
Never
well, you've
even-
been smoking something.
Never even touched.
Been smoking something because your eyes are dilated.
I've been shooting tequila shots all day.
I kind of figured.
Over the lake.
Over the
How
lake.
about that?
Which lake?
Mount Dora. What other lake is there?
Oh, you went to the. No, they didn't have a festival down there today. That was in a pop.
That was my festival.
No.
I was having a festival. Hee festival.
Didn't they have one in Apopka today or something like that, or this weekend?
Okay.
Yeah, it was last night.
Last night, yeah.
No, night before.
I had my own festival today. It was a festival for me.
You had your own festival.
Yeah. I was trying to feel good about me.
I wonder sometimes. I really do.
It's okay. You can wonder all you want. I'll tell you. Ask and I'll tell you.
Wonder why.
There ain't no reason why.
It's a song.
Sing it.
What's the song?
I wonder.
You wonder? What do you wonder about?
That's the song.
Why.
Oh.
I wonder why. You don't wonder why. You just sing the song why. I wonder why.
That made no
Why?
sense.
Why you wonder?
I don't know. I wonder why. But you freaking sing the song, so I wonder why. Why?
Why wonder?
Exactly. All right, big boy. You got me on that. Why wonder? Because you're a wonder boy.
That's what they used to call me.
Oh.
Where's Stevie at? He's
a wondering boy. He's a wanderer to here and wanderer to there.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, they wander everywhere.
Hey, Paula.
There's Paula. Finally. She was hiding.
She's there.
She was hiding. So, while you guys were twiddle-deeing around last night, I went into Middleburg, Florida, which is just south of Jacksonville, and Michelle Lee had her debut video of her. Huh?
Why didn't you do a live video for us?
I
That would've
tried.
been awesome.
I tried, but it wasn't. It was at a VFW to begin with, and there wasn't much out there. I mean, I was out in the middle of sticks.
Yeah, but couldn't you get no feed?
Not really.
I would think that would be
I
the
tried.
ultimate of what
Everybody got a bunch. Well, yeah, I know, but everybody got tons of pictures. But
I mean, we're going to Floribama, and that's what we are going to be doing.
Yep.
well, it's probably I understand that, but it's probably set up differently out there. I'm sure they probably got better internet and everything else out there
they
too.
do. They do.
I mean,
And it's probably close to a big city.
The whole reason
I
we're going there.
understand that.
Unless there's a
But
personal agenda along the way.
Middleburg is out in the middle of nowhere. I seen 10 deer just leaving there last night. Put it that way.
Very cool.
And they were big deer. They weren't small ones.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they were good size. I'd say at least 6-8 point.
Cool.
You don't see that down this way.
No.
I've seen a 10 point down this way.
Where,
And a 12 point.
Where over in 46? Off of 46?
Yep, right where out there. Where I work at.
Right there. Out there. You know?
Well, they must know how to hide around here because I guess most of the time they don't ever come around, or I don't ever see them.
They find somebody, they killed the barn buck out there that hangs around the barn. And they shot it all where they weren't supposed to shoot it at, and they drug it across to the other side.
When? Did they?
When hunting season was in. They was hunting on the wrong side. They was camping out there, so they was pretty much poaching.
They pretty much do a lot of crazy stuff out there, don't they?
Yeah, from what I can tell.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. Yeah, you're not supposed to be poaching. Not supposed to be poaching whatsoever. All right, Paula said she wants the link. Hold on, Paula. Send you a link. Okay, here you go. Link's coming. Link's coming.
Who's Link?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Is it the bus?
Yeah.
Link's
Something
bus.
like that.
It's the Link's bus.
All right, Paula, I put the link on your...
She said she finally found the link.
Oh, I thought she was looking for somebody else. Here, I thought you were going to help try to get some other people in here.
She found the link.
I see how she is. All right, let's play another song here from Darrin real quick. I was trying... So, supposedly, they're grocery shopping right this second.
Grocery shopping.
Yeah, and, what's ironic about the whole thing is that he said he lost his voice last night in the show. So I said, well, let's put your wife on the air. He says, no, she don't like doing that.
Why?
I hear somebody dinging. Who's dinging?
Why are you...
I bet you...
Yeah.
She probably got her volume on her phone.
Yeah.
Or on her,
How could I ding?
on your laptop. How
There's
can you
no ding, so where's the dong?
Let's see. Hold on.
Or the link.
It says here, Billy says, not computer smart. How do I do this on my smartphone? Oh, TV won't TV won't tether. Your smartphone, wow. He has to actually go here. Let me give him a link. Nope. Let me give
So you're going to tell Link to give it to him?
Yeah, I'll tell Link.
Okay.
Click on this link. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's do this real quick. I want to play another Darin Moore song here real quick, and then we'll get him on the phone here in a second. So Bike Week's coming up real quick.
Yep.
And it's funny because I've got messages so far from at least 5 of our artists that are going to
Really?
be here in Daytona playing.
Sweet.
Not at Cabbage Patch, but over in Daytona. So.
Over down on the...
What do you call it? Destination Daytona, right there near Iron Horse and all them.
Right.
And so that's going to be a good thing here. So.
Yeah, Paula says it's you doing the dinging.
Paula says she's doing what? The dinging?
No, you are.
I am not. Paula, don't start with me just because you're feeling better. Don't give you no reason to run your lips.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this one here real quick. This one's called Turn Back Time. We're going to play this
We're
here real
gonna
quick.
turn back time from yesterday.
Yeah, right? It'd be nice. We're going to play this here real quick, and then we'll give Darin a shout and see if we can get him to talk. If we can't talk, we might have to convince his wife to to talk. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Then I turned and walked away. Left you standing there on that front porch all alone. And not a day has gone by I haven't asked myself why I didn't stay right there and wrap you in my arms. Girl, how could I have ever been so blind? If I could turn back time, then you would still be mine. All those hopes and dreams and in between, locked up tight with 2 gold rings. And every breath would be better than the rest. All in all, my life would be just fine if I could turn back time. When I saw you on the town with him, I realized what a fool I'd been. That should be me with you at the table set for 2. In that moment when your eyes met mine, I could see we both went back in time. I could feel that spark, I know you felt it too. If I could turn back time, then you would still be mine. All those hopes and dreams and in-betweens, locked up tight with 2 gold rings. And every breath would be better than the rest. All in all, my life would be just fine if I could turn back. A time to reap and a time to sow. We both had some room to grow. Now it's time to leave the past behind. A time to break and a time to mend. I'm not the man I was back then. Let's take a chance and give this one more try. If I could turn back time, then you would still be mine. All those hopes and dreams and in-betweens, locked up tight with 2 gold rings. And every breath would be better than the rest. You and me side, but I blew it with my foolish pride. All in all, my life would be just fine if I could turn back time. If I could turn back time. Oh, baby.
WBCW Sunday night right here sitting.
On the
No,
tailgate.
we're sitting here at the house. See, you thought I was going to say sitting on the tailgate. We're
Yeah,
sitting
I
here
know.
at the house. At the
We're
house in the
sitting at
studio.
house, we're in a studio.
Well, a studio house, yeah. We're at the studio. In the house.
Or mobile.
We're mobile and profiling, as they call it.
Yeah, low overhead.
I know, right? And yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see what Mr. Darin is doing.
Mr. Darrin Morris.
Now, Tammy, you got to behave because he's married.
Damn.
A, B, C, D.
That's supposed to be mine.
D, huh?
This must be mine.
What?
That's a print thing.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
In my bag.
Yeah. Yep. That sure was. All right.
Hello?
Yeah, this is Mr. Johnson from the Halls Company. I understand that you need a lifetime supply of Halls Mentholyptus. Is this the right person?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Overnight, please. Overnight.
Overnight. You see, you're talking fine to me. You sound all right. What do you mean you lost your voice?
I sound like crap, dude. What are you talking
Dude.
I hear it. I hear
See,
it.
I was gonna. I got some sidekicks you probably ain't never met. I got Milford here with me, and I got Tammy here. They're my co-hosts.
Hey,
and
there.
Hey,
They've
Darrin.
been doing this now
Great.
for a year, but I was going to try to convince Tabitha to get on the air and just. It was going to be a piece of cake, nothing hard. You know, do like a fun 20-question thing about her husband and see if she actually really knew who you were.
She might do it. She's here with me, so I'll.
So you convinced her? Would you have to buy her? You must have had to buy her something special for Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day, so you know it's
It's
we're
not
getting close.
Valentine's
Tuesday
It is
is.
too. Tuesday is.
Almost,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah, so
We're getting there.
everybody's going shopping today. Mrs. RG.
But today's Sunday.
Today's okay.
Yeah,
so
but
today's
everybody
everybody goes.
working.
Yeah, people's
Gotta
working
work.
on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Well, I didn't get nothing, and it's only Sunday.
Yeah, you did too.
Okay.
I brought you something home.
Okay, well, today's Sunday.
See what I got to put up with there.
Hey, if she does it, it'll have to be a little bit later in the interview because she's on the phone with her mom right now.
Oh no, that's fine. Whatever. So, what's been going on, man? When you gonna throw out some new music?
Man, we were gonna go ahead and drop some new music, but I don't know if you saw our video on Facebook that we got this big interview coming up with the record label in Nashville. So we put everything on hold until after that.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw. I think I seen that one. Yeah, because the last one I got from you is "Country to the Bone." That's your latest single that's out, right?
That was. I mean, is that the only song you have?
No. I'm saying no. Let me see which ones I got here. I can tell you real quick. I got "Walk on My Side." I got "Dancing in the Rain." I got "Man Like Me." I got "Your Party Song." I got "Green Eyed Texas Angel." I got "Paint."
Okay.
I got "Love My Truck." "Country to the Bone" and "Turn Back Time." Those are the only ones I got.
Cool. Yeah. That's it. There should be 9 of them. The one that's kind of floating around the most right now is "Paint," just because we released our second video on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Music video. So that's kind of the one that a lot of people have been playing it right now, just because of the video and everything. People have been checking out the videos. So.
Okay. Cool.
What's your favorite one? that you got going right now?
What's that?
What's your favorite one that you have going right now?
You know, I guess probably my favorite overall song that we've done and that I've written is definitely probably "Dancing in the Rain." That seems to be the song that really connects with the biggest majority of our fans and people that hear it. It's just one of those songs that everybody can relate to.
Right.
I think, and so that seems to be, and that seems to be, that's the one that we won a music video of the year through the National Universe Awards.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
And I got to perform that song at the award show. So that's kind of started this whole thing off. One of the reasons why we're got this meeting set up with this record label is because of Stormy Warren from the Highway XM.
Right.
And he was the MC that night, and he forwarded our stuff to these people, and just out of the blue, they gave me a call. So we'll see what happens when we go up there. So.
Tell me how all that works over there at Nashville Universe, because that's the first I've been here. I mean, people's got me to sign up I'm on the website now, and I post stuff here and there. But how does that? I mean, who runs it and who promotes it and stuff like that? My opinion here. Let me give you my real quick opinion on that. If we start having too many radio stations or too many companies that are going to do these independent awards, we're going to have like 10 or 12 each month, and we're going to be running into butting in each other. Why not just have one or two, like the Country Music Association does?
Well, but the thing is, see, like the CMAs and AMCs, they all started out at the bottom, just like everything else does, and they grew it, and that's what the Nashville Universe has done. They've grown from just a really small. They're not even a radio station. I mean, they're just an awards. That's all they are.
Oh, okay.
And no, they're not a radio station at all. But they recognize a lot of the internet radio stations like yourself. And
no, they don't.
So it's really good.
It's interesting that you say that, because I was wondering, how do you get nominated? I mean, can anybody vote on anybody? Because I noticed I've seen some internet stations on there that we won't name no names that I particularly don't care for, that probably shouldn't be there, and we weren't even acknowledged.
First of all, you have to be a member of the Nashville Universe, and then only members can vote. So if people that are contributors or local, or not local, but avid followers of your radio show, they can nominate you, just like we were nominated for 5 awards this year. Right. It's just strictly by the fans, but anyone that nominates you has to be a member, so you have to join the universe first.
Right.
And then you can get your fans and people that support you around the nation and around the world even to go on and vote, but they have to sign up and they have to be members. That's the only way you win.
Right.
So
I'm kind of curious to see how that works for them, because I've noticed just recently, in the last probably 6 or 7 months, a lot of people are getting tired of voting all the time, constantly vote, on different things and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm not questioning the fact that they do something wrong or right or whatever. I'm just kind of curious on how they do it.
Yeah, I used to when we first started out a few years back. I mean, I used to get people to try to vote on every single thing I could possibly vote on. But that's what happened though. People, I mean, they weren't interested anymore. They got tired of voting for
this. They get burned out.
Yeah, so I just got really strategic, and I figured, there's certain things that I really, really think can advance us as a band and me as an artist. So I kind of pick and choose now. I'm a little more strategic about what I actually go and ask the fans to vote on, because I don't want to burn them out on voting for everything that comes along. So, But evidently this thing has helped us out a lot, because like I said, we've got this meeting coming up, and it would have probably never happened otherwise. So.
Well, that's cool. Hey, it's all good, man. Definitely, kudos to you and you guys. How long have you guys been together as a band?
Just a little bit over 4 years. We started actually as a praise and worship band out of our church, and we started playing at some really small restaurants and stuff around my local hometown.
Right.
And just kind of grew it from there, just kind of word of mouth. And people would show up and, they'd say, hey, I know so-and-so over at this place or this place. Why don't you come and play for them or call them? And so
right, yeah,
kind of that snowball effect, when people start hearing you. And
I think I think we can honestly say, as far as country music goes, we are the only genre of music that you can really say that we all started singing during church time before we became country music, because that's where country roots come from. It comes from church, it comes from gospel, it comes from it's country music, mountain music.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I mean, gospel music and country music are really, really closely tied together. I mean, even way back from the beginning of country music, a lot of the country artists came out of, like you said, the church, and even today, I mean, in Nashville, there's a lot of crossing over between country and Christian artists. I mean, it's just which is really cool, because that's kind of who I am. So
yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's great because that's another thing too that we'll talk more about in coming months here in April. We're going to have you guys back on we did a women in country music series back in January. So in April we're going to be doing the Men of Country series, country music. So
cool.
We'll have you guys on there. We'll be talking more in depth of what. Because it all started with this one, guy in Nashville calling these girls tomatoes, and that just started the ball rolling. So
I know, I heard all that. Yeah,
we'll get you guys, feelings and thoughts on what you feel about women in country music and how it's helped you, or if it's hurt you, or So we'll be asking all kind of questions when we do that stuff.
Sure.
So what else you guys been doing? You guys been staying busy? Doing events and stuff like that?
Yeah, the month of January was kind of slow, which it usually is.
Right.
But we still did 4 to 6 shows, I think, in January, which usually we do in a month. We'll do maybe 8 to 12 shows, including some acoustic shows as well. So, but it's starting to pick up really good now that we've gotten into February, and the rest of the year is looking really good. We're getting bookings like crazy for the whole year. So we're almost into like August and September as far as our calendar is concerned. So that's a good thing. So looking good this year. So.
Yeah, I think things will start picking. It always does when the summer comes around. Things
exactly.
Pick up real good.
Right.
You guys ever get a chance to come down here to Florida to play at all?
Oh, not yet, man. I want to so bad. Oh, I would love to come to Florida.
I can tell you from experience on some things, it's hard to get any kind of country acts here that are halfway decent as far. Yeah. Well, even as in Indy, because I was told by a venue here that if you got a guy on stage that's got a pair of boots and a hats and looks good in jeans and can barely carry a tune, you'll draw more crowds with that than you would a female artist.
Don't let any of that discourage you, Darrin.
No.
Because we have got so much going on in Florida.
No, I'm not discouraging. I'm not saying it's not about discouraging him. I'm just telling you how I see country music here in Florida. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, man,
once people come, once artists come here, I think people will come out.
Yep, and also too, Paula says that she can work on that Florida deal.
Yeah,
Paula, you should have been doing.
So many venues.
Paula should have been doing that a year ago.
Different ones.
Paula's supposed.
We're all working on it.
Paula's supposed to be the go-to person. Well, get this, Darrin. You've heard of the Country 500 that we have down here, right?
Yes.
There's only 3 female acts out of the 20-some artists that's in that show.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's this year.
Huh?
Next year there might be 10.
No, I bet you won't be 5, maybe 5,
Yeah.
Because that's just the way. That's the way they do it.
Yeah, but the women are kicking butt this year. So.
But it's still like I said. They're like from what the venue guy told me. You're going to pack more people with guys or male artists than you will female artists. So they're going to do. It's all about corporate Nashville, and it's about lining their pockets. They want to make money, so they're going to do what they have to do. To hell with it. And people and society has to do. They have 2 choices. They can either go with the flow and deal with it, or they can stand up and say, we're not going to take it anymore. To hell with you, BMI. To hell with you, ASCAP. We're going to do what we want to do for our independent artists. We're going to help them get their music out. We're going to let them make their own money. Because I know you, as far as your band, Darrin, I know you guys probably ain't seen a royalty check yet, have you?
Oh no, we don't get royalty checks. No, and all the songs on our CD I co-wrote, and I haven't seen anything from any of that stuff. The only thing we get, of course, we get paid off the actual shows, and then of course, downloads from iTunes, and we have CDs for selling our shows and merchandise. But no, as far as royalties, I've never seen a single royalty in 4 years. So,
right?
No, I don't know what's all.
Yeah, it's just, and that's just like I said, that's just that gets me all hyped up because that's just the way I feel. I think you guys should be able to, you should be able to have some kind. It's just like me sometimes. I get stuck on thinking of ways to market the radio station and stuff like that. And there's got to be some kind of marketing plan for you guys as far as artists to where you can.
Is there any?
You can sell your music. You can promote your own music. And all the money that you make goes right to you.
Is there any agenda to get out here in Florida, or do they ever not think of Florida because it's that hard to get out here?
As far as us, we don't have anybody that books us out there. I mean, not as of yet.
Okay.
I don't know anybody.
Well, we're out here kind of working on it, so.
Yeah, we would jump at the chance. Paula's been really good about. Paula's been really good about getting us to Kansas and Nebraska. We've got several shows. We just came back from Kansas, and we've got several shows lined up in Kansas and Nebraska during the summer and the fall.
But check this out.
Big Country just had an idea. I should become a booking agent.
Yeah, we should make Tammy.
And I should start getting you guys out here. All of our independent artists out here.
See, what I can't figure out is wonder why we can't get artists here in Florida, because we're the only damn state in the whole United States that doesn't have snow.
I know.
From September all the way to March.
24 hours a day partying.
Yeah.
Here, just like Nashville. I would think that we should be able to have you guys out here.
You would think Florida, with especially during that time during the holidays, you'd think Florida would be jam packed with shows and concerts and
we got
and
spring
everything.
break. We got bike week 2 times a year. We got all kinds of good shit.
Darrin, maybe we should get all the wives together and send them to Nashville and let them stand there and picket for us.
Wives.
Might as well. You got everybody else in there, brother and sister, picketing for stupid reasons. Why not go out there and finally picket for a good reason?
They just need to get some agendas here.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about as far as protesting, not picket, protesting. That's what I was going to say. You knew what I was wanting to say. So we're working on music. You're working on that thing there. What you got? Where are you going to be at in Kansas? You guys are getting. You said you're getting ready to head out there.
No, we just came back. We just came back from Hayes, Kansas. 2 weeks ago? No, I think it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, we went up to Hayes. Thank goodness the weather was fine. It was cold, but there was no snow or ice or anything. So that's kind of what we were worried about this time of year up there, So
they got a lot of snow right now.
Show. Yeah, but the place we played at, it's called the Golden Q, and it was packed. It was slammed, so it was a great show. They had a lot of fun. So
well, and see, I think that's how they think. That's how they think on that, because up north, when it snows like that, everybody gets snowed in. There ain't nothing to do. So if they got a local bar or a local tavern around the corner, they can at least walk to there and drink and stay warm.
Right. And Hayes is a college town too. The college is right across the place, right across the street. So that always helps too. So
yeah, and that kills me. That kills me too, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colleges in the state of Florida, just with all in 100, 200 mile area.
Yeah, there should be some venues for people like us. I mean,
right? Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of venues here. Trust me. There's so much going on in Florida, and I'm quite surprised. Just like Big Country says, I'm really quite surprised that they don't have like an onslaught of.
They don't. They don't. Well, first of all, the radio
singers here. Period.
First of all, the radio stations has got everything locked down. We got 2 major country stations here in Orlando, and they both got everything locked down as far as the venues, because they suppose. I guess I don't know why they do it. Well, I know why they do it. It's all about them wanting control, make sure they keep what they got, because they know they're getting ready to lose their ass off when the internet takes over music, because they'll lose FM station, they'll lose everything. And that's why we're here trying to help you guys get your music out and get you heard, because telling you, I mean, they're making cars with internet radio now. There ain't hardly any FM.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's rarely FM, but yeah, these venues are getting taken over. They're trying to get taken over by by the radio stations, and I don't think that should be right.
But you know what? There's a lot of new places that have just opened up. You know, as far as
46, Route 46 down the street. I've tried them. They obviously don't know what they're doing, or they could care less, because I've sent them all kind of emails and I never get anything back from them.
It's our job to tell them, like what
I have.
The artists that we had here. Who was that?
They all know who we got.
Who was that young lady that we had?
Out where?
Out at 46.
Oh, you're talking about Megan Katerina.
Megan Katerina. She was there.
And Diamond Dixie's been out there too.
But the only thing is marketing. It's got to be marketed, and they didn't market her enough. They should have had like at least 100 or so people out there.
That's why I can't figure out why I had nobody.
But there's other venues, like there's other places that are set for concerts, big concerts, like 10,000 or more.
I don't know.
And we need to start trying to help.
Have you ran into problems, Darrin, with the venues being real stingy about what they're wanting to pay you?
Yeah, have you?
Oh yeah. Well, it's not only that, but like y'all were saying, it's really tough. Even here in Texas, in East Texas, it's really tough to get venues to book you for the first time. Now, once they book us, they're sold 100%.
Oh, awesome!
Right,
that's good to know.
They're begging us to come back after the first time, but that first initial time is like, it's like pulling teeth, man. It's so tough.
Well, even me as a DJ, I've DJed in the clubs around here for years, but now, their attitudes, most venues owners' attitudes are, well, now that the prices have gone way down on paying a DJ, I mean, I can get this DJ here for, 10 cents on a dollar compared to, what they were paying.
Yeah.
And so I basically look at them and said, okay, you're going to pay for what you get, so. But
I will say though, I don't know what I don't know what Florida. I don't know what the venues pay out there, but in Texas, I mean they pay pretty decent. Now we get really good pay up in Kansas and Nebraska. I mean everything we've done up there has been really good. But I think because of, like you said, because it's up north, there's not quite as many artists that go up there. When somebody does go up there, they're willing to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So. Maybe in the South it's a little bit harder because there's so many country artists to choose from. And, if you're going to bring somebody in from Texas to Florida, well, it's going to cost you twice as much as getting somebody that's already in Florida or, say, like Alabama or something like that.
You guys got what, 4 guys in the band or 5? 4?
There's 5 of us.
5 of us.
Yeah, 5 of us.
5. Most of the places around here will be anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 for a show.
Yeah.
So what do you like? Well, that's not something we want to talk on air.
Well, that's that's probably about average for around here
really,
in Central.
Not that great though.
I
mean, depends.
Not for a 5-piece band.
Not for a 5-piece band. That's not that great at all.
And most venues,
it costs that to get here.
I know. And most of the venues, unless you're well known, unless you can pack. And the biggest venue we got here is Cowboys. They hold about 2,500. And unless you can pack that place out, you will be lucky if you get booked there. But if you do, you better at least keep enough people in there to make it, because you might get $1,000 for the night, just to play there. But unless you're somebody big,
it's not feasible for somebody like us to drive all the way to Florida for $1,000.
Exactly.
Right.
It just can't happen.
Right, so. and that's another thing too. A lot of you guys run into, especially when you talk to me, because I try to get you guys out here, but I also try to get you 3 or 4 gigs out here while you guys are out here to make it feasible for you.
Exactly.
And sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Well, that's a good idea, though.
Right, that has to happen too. It has to be more than one show. You
Absolutely.
can't drive to Florida from Texas for one show.
Right. Yeah.
So, I know how that goes.
Now,
well, there's quite a few things here, though. There's quite a few venues. People are really getting into music here,
The only bad thing that Florida deals with and that we have to worry about is being the fact that we have all these places. I've noticed, too, a lot of the big places, SeaWorld, Disney World, Discovery Island, all of them, they're all starting to do like the bands, brewing, barbecue, stuff like that. So, and then with the big events like the Country 500 and the Runaway Country Fest and stuff like that. See them things, that stuff there. the big venues that can afford the money to pay, you know, the artists and stuff, they're basically taking over the scene for the smaller people. And to get to get here in Florida, unless you're tied in with them, you're going to play hell trying to get any place.
Well, those are the ones that we need to look into then. Adding them to their.
I've been trying to get into SeaWorld. I've been trying to get into SeaWorld for the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, not just like you said, running.
Runway Country.
Runway
tried with that. Well,
Country.
K92's got that locked in because they that's their baby.
Right. Somebody like us, I mean, the best thing for us to do is, you know, try to get it tied in with somebody that we can open for, you know.
Right.
And that's kind of for an independent artist. That's kind of the thing to do is try to get in and open for some bigger names. That way, you know, you may go down there and open for somebody, but then after that, they may be calling you personally and go, "Hey, we want you back," you know, or something. So,
right.
You know, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah. Even at you know, even during Bike Week, I've been trying to get some of the artists down in there. You know, you guys would be a great fit because
you would think that.
Yeah, but I know what they pay. I know what they pay, and
Not much, right?
yeah, and the artists are not going to come down to.
No.
That's why most of your bands that plays there are mostly local bands.
Right.
You know that play there. You may have
exactly.
one or two. You know, you may have one or two that you know come from out of the area, but. Yeah, it's all mostly local. I mean, that's Molly Hatchet's probably the only one that really, you know, is around there, and Leonard's part of Leonard Skinner. But them guys, most of them guys are all old and retired and live here in Florida, so they don't have to travel very far.
Right. Exactly. So.
But
yeah, because I mean, not only do you have to, you know, pay the band a set fee, but I mean, you've also got to figure in, you know, motel rooms, food,
right,
That's
gas,
right.
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
All your road
And, you know,
expenses.
yeah.
So it can add up, you know. It can add up to quite a bit if you want to bring somebody in from a long ways out. So, you know, it's tough. I mean, you know, and some of them they may just, you know, it may be a deal where they just, you know, they would rather keep the money and not shell it out. But, you know, it may be a situation too where they just don't make as much as what, you know, they would need to bring somebody in from way out either. So, you know.
Right. Yeah. I think it sucks. If you ask me, I think it sucks.
I do too, because we need more music here. Like you know, when we go travel up to Nashville or places like that, you can stop in and you could get all good music. But here in Florida, you hear good music, but it's always like on a lineup somewhere, and that always is so much money.
Right.
Like out of Tampa or like right now Daytona. That's the cheapest that ticket is $175 to get in there. I mean, that's a lot of dang money. You know?
Yeah.
Where's this at?
Daytona.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just the cheapest to get in there was $75.
That's and that's not a nosebleed. That's like in the back 40. Because
that's in the way back
40.
You know, you don't
That's
get
in
close
the back
to nothing.
100.
Yeah, there you go, the back 100.
So, and then they up the price the closer it gets to the concert.
They do, yeah.
So now,
and that's what I'm saying. And for and only to have these same artists that are playing this, you're going to see them within probably a 3-month span, anywhere from the country or the Runaway Country Fest, which is only a month or two after that, and then you'll see them at the Tortuga Festival down in Miami for spring break. So and Panama City if they do anything this year. You know, so yeah, it's like the big names are getting here. They're just doing the circle jerk around the state of Florida for a couple months, and then they take off, and you don't see them until next year.
And people love country music here. Trust me. Yeah. There's a lot of country people.
The Orlando Arena will actually do good with artists. They just had Florida Georgia Line. They were just here 2 weekends ago.
Garth Brooks sells out 3 shows at a time.
Well, Florida Georgia Line.
Here in Florida.
Florida Georgia Line was just here, and then our friends Eric Durant's and Tobacco Road got to play before them, not on the same stage. It was just outside in front. They were brought in by, I think it was the radio station or somebody that was, you know, sponsoring the event and stuff like that. So, you know, stuff like that. That's the only way to.
Air Lewis was here last weekend.
Yeah, that's the only way to get out there is because
John Anderson. He was born right here in Apopka. He comes back here every now and then from Nashville. He lives outside of Nashville in Smithville.
But John's getting old, though.
No, John's never getting old.
He is.
Okay?
John is
John
getting
is
old.
awesome. Don't even talk about John getting old. I love his music to the day I die. He packs in a concert, mind
That's
you.
because y'all went to the same high school together. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you. John Anderson packs in a concert. People come from
See what I got to put
everywhere.
up with Darrin.
Whatever.
And we get on the bus, and he's so cool. He's a great guy.
But what else?
Good music.
All right, think of something to ask Darrin. Go ahead, Tammy. Come on, Tammy. You're doing good. You've been running your gator now, so you're doing good.
I haven't been running my gator that much.
She's very shy when it comes to talking. She don't like talking.
He always puts me on the spot, Darrin. So
I'm not putting you on the spot.
like when he puts me on the spot, I don't exactly know what to ask, other than like I don't know.
She had too many tequila shots today. That's why.
Oh, I did. I had some tequila shots. I really did.
That's all right. That's all right.
So
That's all
really
right.
good.
That's all
I'm just
right.
thinking of
Yeah.
a really good question to ask. Like, would be
we already know how long he's been playing with the band. They've been together for 4 years.
who is some of the most famous people you played with?
There you go.
Who's the what now?
Who's some of the most famous people you played with? Anybody yet?
Well, we have some really. We played with Tracy Bird.
Oh, nice.
Yep, there.
I like him.
We played with some Texas artists. Y'all may or may not know who they are.
We know a lot of
Whiskey
Texas
Myers,
artists. Yeah.
Whiskey Myers, JB and the Moonshine Band. We've opened for Aaron Watson.
What about Pat Green?
We haven't opened for Pat Green yet. I'm hoping we will someday. We have one coming up with Mark Chestnut.
Yeah.
And we have one coming up with, oh gosh, can't remember his name right now. Anyway.
It ain't Neil McCoy, is it?
No, we haven't, and literally.
And
like,
you live right around the
like-
corner. You live right around the corner from him.
Yeah. He lives like 30 minutes from me, literally.
Go knock on. Hey, here's
and-
what you do. I'll send you a text message next time he does his Pledge of Allegiance in the morning. That way you can drive right
There
to
you
his
go.
front gate. You can sit there and blow the horn while he's doing his pledge.
While he's on air, mind
While
you.
he's on air,
And
there
then
you
when
go.
you get when he comes
There
up
you
to
go.
you, say, "Hey, WBCW
Yeah,
sent me here."
I've been trying to get him for an interview on the station, but he just ain't got time. I guess he's doing some kind
Right.
of reality
Oh,
show. or
I'll tell you, we're open for Travis Tritt coming up too. So
Nice.
Cool.
we got
Travis
that.
Tritt's awesome. He's
Him-
good in concert.
Yeah, him and Mark Chestnut coming up in the summer. So we're looking forward to those two.
Yeah. So, can I ask
so-
you, who do you? I mean, like, your latest original song. Like, did you write it yourself, or do you have a co-writer that? You,
The ones that we just recorded and we haven't put out yet, the ones that are kind of on hold until after the meeting and things is over with. They were actually written by a friend of mine in Houston, a lady named Susan Gaikana,
oh yeah.
and she wrote these two songs and sent them to me, and I really I fell in love with them, and so we recorded them, and all the songs on the previous album I either wrote or co-wrote with a couple friends of mine.
Nice.
But I decided on this next one, I do have some that I have written that are going to be on the album, but I decided to add a few other artists outside of me and my buddies, just so we can get a little more variety of some different artists and get them out there. Not artists, but writers.
Right.
And because I want to help writers too, especially people that believe in us, and so I want to help writers out too, especially around here. So that's
Writers are really
we got-
important to the industry.
Sure, yeah, absolutely, and they've been very good to us. These with 2 or 3 ladies that have sent us songs, and actually a friend of mine too, a guy out of Hope, Arkansas, sent me a song, and I can't wait to release that song.
Cool.
It's amazing. But like I said, everything's just kind of once we got this call from this label in Nashville, we just kind of put everything on hold just for a little while until after that's over, and then we'll see what they say, what they want to do, what their intentions are, and then we'll go forward, according to however they feel like we should or whatever.
Right.
But
Cool.
this is a great opportunity for us. I mean, this is one of those opportunities that, like, once I release the name of the label, everybody's going to be like, wow, it's crazy. Because I mean, it's one of those deals where very few artists ever ever get to go and sit down one-on-one and play your original music for people like this. It doesn't happen very often, and especially when they call you and ask you to come. It's not like I've been calling them. I've never even talked to any record label at all. And so for them to up and call me out of the blue and ask for a meeting, I just thought that was pretty special.
Right,
So,
yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Good deal. Well, let me think. What's your wife doing now? Is she still talking on the phone?
you still
Why?
talking on the phone? Huh?
She probably don't want to talk
Oh,
to us.
here she
She
is.
doesn't
Here she
want
is.
to
Oh,
talk
she,
to us.
she wants to talk to us?
She's going to do it. I can't believe
Oh,
she's going to
wow,
do it.
this
Here
is
she
cool.
Oh, hold on.
What's her name?
Her name is Tabitha.
Hey, Tabitha.
Hey, Tabitha. How are you?
I'm great. How
Oh,
are
we
you
I'm
got
good.
you on.
I'm big.
Very
I'm big
cool.
country. This is Milford over here,
And I'm
Hey,
Tammy.
Tabitha.
and this is Tammy. And so Darrin tells me you're radio shy.
Yes.
Bat like
Very
me.
much so.
Don't feel bad.
But why is that? Why are you radio shy?
But she's come out of her shell.
She
She
yes.
is tonight.
I would just
No, you
rather
aren't.
be in the background.
If she's coming out of her shell to talk to us tonight, that's a big step.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Tammy came out of her shell a little bit.
I know,
I know,
it took me a
right?
long time to come out of my shell, so don't feel bad.
Of course, though, in Tammy's defense, she has to have a little bit of snootful, to come out of the
Oh,
shell
I
every
had
now.
me a few shots of some tequila today just to get.
So okay, so we're going to
get
talk about
right, I
Darrin.
guess.
We're going to talk about Darrin for a minute. How long have you guys been married now?
Almost 25 years.
Wow, that's awesome.
long. And you
Hats
guys,
off to you, girl.
how many kids you guys got?
We have 5.
Holy
Nice.
cow! That's like another band.
My
so
mama had 5 girls, 5 of us. If you're sane
Yeah.
by the time they're teenagers, that's great.
well,
We're barely sane. I don't even know if
Barely,
we are sane,
right?
to
I
be honest.
know. You begin to think what's normal, what's not.
That's right.
But that's okay. You got 5 beautiful children. That's awesome. Those are blessings.
so do you,
Yeah.
do you get a lot? Do you get to spend a lot of time with Darrin, or is he pretty much gone all the time doing music and stuff like that?
He's doing a lot of music right now, but that's okay. He's enjoying it.
That's awesome.
Well, that's good. That's yeah. Well,
And
yeah.
the
Whatever.
best is yet to come. That's the good part.
That's right. Yep.
That's definitely what we're hoping for.
Absolutely.
Now, you guys, have you lived in? No, you haven't lived in Nashville the whole time, right? Wasn't you guys someplace else before Nashville?
No, we're in East Texas.
Or Texas. You guys have always lived in Texas, right?
Well, I'm originally from Oklahoma. We met in Oklahoma, but we've mostly lived in Texas. since
Sounds
we've
like
been
Okay,
there.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Sounds like
Yeah.
she's around from Ardmore.
Ardmore.
Where?
Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Ardmore, actually closer to Tulsa.
It's closer to Tulsa.
Yes.
Oh, it's just south of Tulsa, outside of town.
A little town called Drumright.
I used to go through there.
How can you
Small
tell?
world.
Them girls out there in Oklahoma that ain't got no accent. It's the ones in the Carolinas that's got the accent.
Well, I can tell Oklahoma accents and all
She
that.
sounds like she's from Florida.
no,
No,
she-
she don't.
I'm just saying.
he doesn't know.
Hey, I do know about that one saying that the girls out there say, "Oh, hell no!" I know about that.
That's when you back up.
I know about that. So,
That's
so
it.
you guys met in Oklahoma, which is cool. That's of course that's home of Blake Shelton, and
Uh-huh.
we got a lot of artists out in Texas. Sawdust Road's out there. You guys are out there.
Jack.
Jack's out there.
We got personal friends out there that
Yep.
knows Willie Nelson,
Yep.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I
you
got
know.
some of my good friends out there.
right?
Would you prefer Texas over Nashville? Because you've been out to Nashville with Darrin when he's gone out there, right, to play or whatever.
You know, I love to travel, so I'm pretty versatile. I wouldn't mind going there either.
Uh-oh. Darrin, you
Oh,
better get
yeah.
your checkbook out because she's wanting to go somewhere. she's
That
probably
sounds
wanting to go overseas or something.
No. You want
Hey,
to
I
go
wouldn't
overseas?
mind Florida.
Yeah,
Come
there
on,
you
there
go.
you-
Florida's beautiful. I'll tell you.
Everybody wants to
I
come
love
to
Florida.
Yeah, everybody wants to come to
Yes,
Florida.
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what he was saying. Big Country was saying. Everybody wants to come here, but yet we don't have enough artists out here.
Well, no, it's not the artists. We
Yes,
just
it
don't.
is.
We just don't have the right marketing. We don't have the
Yeah,
right
we
people
need
in Florida that.
better marketing, I guess.
Yeah, we need the venues. We don't have the right the right people doing what they need to do. What's some of the places that you guys been to? As far as I would always like to go to Bora Bora. I like the water. I used to be a fish in the water when I was younger. Haven't been in the water too much lately, but Bora Bora looks cool, especially when they got them huts up on the posts right out of the water. You can see the bottom. That's cool. I like that kind of stuff. For me, that's what's some
we
of
love Mexico.
I've been to Mexico. I've been to Mexico,
I've
but
never
not.
been to Mexico.
I've been to
to
Mexico,
go.
but never been on the coast. I went into Mexico City, but never.
I was in
Anyplace
Rose,
else.
New
I've been
Mexico.
close to Tijuana, but I've been in New
I
Mexico.
was in Rose, New Mexico.
No. She said Mexico, not New Mexico.
I know, but I'm just saying that's the closest I came was Rose, New Mexico.
The closest I came to Mexico was Tijuana.
Well, I think just about everybody that's been out that way has been close to Tijuana. But what have you guys been into any of the islands here in the Panhandle, or like what's some of the islands down there? Bahamas and Jamaica and stuff like that.
We've been to Cozumel and the Bahamas. We've been to
Caymans.
Key West.
See, I've been to Key West. See, I ain't never been to no place on the off the island of Florida because I've had a lot of people say, "Why don't you go on a cruise?" I've never even been on a boat cruise.
Oh,
I will get on a
never
boat.
been.
Get this, I will get on a boat, a charter boat, a 40-foot fishing rod, and go 20 miles out in the water. But to get on a big boat, I'm scared to death to go out in the
if
ocean.
you love to eat, you'll love to cruise.
Well,
That's true. We love
yeah, I don't need that.
I don't love to eat, so cruises, I don't like to be pent up 4 hours a day.
Well, you love to drink, so
Food and alcohol, mind you. No, I would rather get on a plane and go to a faraway place and get off and have a great time and then come back quickly.
I like to do both.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's Tammy. There she's back.
I can sleep in between.
Wait a minute. How can you sleep in between if it's a quick trip back out and a quick trip
Well,
back?
quick trip as in 10 hours.
We should go to Hawaii.
No,
That's what we
how
should
about
do.
Barbados?
No. I don't want to go no foreign countries. I want to stay in the United States realms.
Hawaii is
I
expensive.
don't know. So, Tabitha, tell us one thing about Darrin that nobody knows.
Oh, my gosh. Be careful
wow.
about that.
Well, yeah. Think about that question, but just tell us one thing,
Tread on
or if you can think of a couple things, that you could tell. Yeah, tell us something that we don't know about Darrin, or none of his fans know about
Something
him.
quirky, maybe.
Let's see. Well, he was the high school quarterback and homecoming king.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
that's typical. That's not quirky.
That's a thumbs
typical.
up. We need something
That's like
quirky.
every guy in every small town of every country bumpkin town.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Well,
Milford
no.
wasn't.
Yeah, but he's riding horses. That's
Yeah.
why he's got a
always
missing.
on the back of the horse.
Yep, that's why he's got a missing front tooth.
All right.
No, it's not. That's
Tell
not
us
eating at
something
time of
silly
year.
about him.
Something what now?
Silly or quirky?
There's a lot of silly about him.
Okay, there you go. That's what we want.
Something
We want a silly thing.
Let's see. He loves to take bubble baths.
No!
That's great.
Yeah! Give him the clap!
That's all we needed right there.
No, it's true.
Oh,
Does he
that's
like to
great.
play with rubber ducky in
Yeah,
the tub?
that was my next question. Does he like to? Does he
Next-
have a little rubber ducky with him?
Next thing you know, Darrin will be doing TV commercials at 3:00 in the morning for some TV show, advertising bubbles in the bubble bath.
Yeah,
Oh,
advertiser for Mr. Bubble.
Or yeah, and if he's got a little rubber duck, that's even awesome. Aflac, that's it. We could do an Aflac commercial with him.
Oh, I want to. Darrin will be sitting there in the tub, and Bubbles will be around. And he says, "Do you have that one special person that you want to drink?"
I'm surprised he's not doing this from the bathtub.
Hey, we needed to know something like that. That's all we needed. Just a little piece.
Jeez.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
So, what else? What else does he like to? What does he like to do around the house? Because a typical country guy, most people would predict that they'd like to do not housework, but work around the yard, work out in the yard, barn, stuff like that. Do man stuff while the wife or woman takes care of a house. Does he help do everything?
Like cook or...
Actually, he does most of the housework.
Oh, wow. You are a
she's-
lucky
And a lot
girl.
of the cooking.
She's probably standing behind him with a 12-gauge shotgun, too.
Dang,
That's probably
absolutely.
and she does all the barn work and everything else.
Yeah, there
Do
you
you,
go.
do you
Most
do all,
women
do
like
you do
yeah.
all the barn work?
They probably like doing the horses and the pigs and stuff like that, working outside. I mean, at least I know some.
Nah,
Nah.
sometimes. So
Are,
he does do
are
a lot
you
of the
are you
housework.
are you a city girl or a country girl?
I'm a country girl.
Yeah, I can tell in your voice.
There you go.
You sound like a
Well,
country
she's
girl.
out south of Tulsa and stuff. She must be.
Got to be a country girl.
Well, here's a question
That's
for her.
right.
Here, no, well, not necessarily. Here's a question for her. You wear flat-toed boots or do you wear cockroach killers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we want to know.
Well, both.
Little both. Okay.
Depends on
Oh.
what you're doing.
That's true. What depending on what you're doing. So,
Yep.
when do you wear your cockroach boots?
Cockroach
Oh,
killers.
when we go out.
Yep.
Really, I wear them all the time.
Yeah, but see, you shouldn't do that though.
I do, though.
No, because it's more apt and more. It's like a waitress in a diner. You're not going to see her wearing stilettos while she's waitressing to the customers for 8 hours a day.
Well, I don't know. Depends on
Yeah,
how many tips she
whatever,
wants.
whatever.
Shoot, if I want
I'm
a
just-
bunch of tips, I'd be putting my stilettos on.
You wouldn't last 2 hours, not even that.
I grew up waitressing,
Yeah,
so
I
I
wouldn't
don't want to
either.
hear it.
Not stilettos, but as
Right,
far as the
stilettos
boots,
are hard to work
as
in.
far as the boots thing goes, yeah, you would see, if you want to be comfortable, they wear the flat-toed boots. If you want to go play on a four-wheeler or go mudding or whatever in the truck, you'd wear your flat-toed boots, and then
That's right.
Yep, and see, she knows how to get muddy
I
and
wear
dirty.
this
Not
all the
me.
time.
This is me, 24/7.
I'm a Barbie girl in a
That's
Barbie
not
world.
Barbie. I'm ready to stomp some ass 24/7.
She got a pink camo hat that says RG along with a Texas girl.
I see
Boots and bling.
Boots and bling.
No
Well,
bling,
now, but
there's
get this.
no bling.
Check this out. I was seeing matter of fact, another artist of ours, KK Bulliford from Highway Women. She's out there in Texas with you guys. She's actually doing a promo with a company that does. It's bling for your cowboy boots or your cowgirl boots.
Really?
Yeah, they got. I guess. Well, of course, most girls when they wear their boots, they got shorts on, so they got these things. They look like they got hooks that you can hook right onto the loops of your boots. So I guess that's now the big fad thing for the girls now. That since
Wow.
yeah, go figure. I mean, I don't know. Don't ask me because I don't understand it.
Oh,
Used to be you
What,
just
all the decor on your
yeah.
on your
It
boots?
used to be you just wore your jeans over your top of your or you wore
Hey,
your
that's me.
jeans over
I
your
just
top of
wear
your
my
boots.
jeans over my boots.
But you don't ever wear shorts, so you wouldn't be able to see
Hey,
you wouldn't.
summer is not here yet.
What? You didn't wear shorts last summer.
I'm gonna this year though. I'm gonna get a tan this year. I live in Florida, and some years I don't come out. I
She's now coming out of the closet.
I just work all the time, but this year I promise every day I'm gonna try to get some sun. Yeah,
Okay.
she's coming over.
I'm working
Well,
on
listen,
it.
Yeah, I
it's
know,
been
right?
great to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we loved it.
Hey,
Thank
we're
you.
always having fun. You guys need to come down and hang out with us here in Florida, and when even come down for vacation.
Yeah, we would love that.
Come on.
Well, listen, I'm going to go and get the kids ready for school and bed, but it's been great talking to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us,
Yes,
and
Miss Tabitha.
we'll get Darrin back on the phone here and say goodbye to him and send him to bed too.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Put him in
Darrin.
his pajamas and give him
Good
in a
night.
bubble bath
I know,
and
right?
rubber ducky.
Yeah, right. You have a good night.
I knew I shouldn't have put her on the phone.
Hey, are you ready?
Now we
Are
got
you
some
ready for your
info.
bubble bath?
Yeah.
You got your rubber ducky
Making
ready?
up all kinds of, y'all got her making up all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, we got some
Golly.
good stuff going now.
Dude, I said that you be. Hey, I said that you already should be doing TV commercials at 3:00 in the morning. For
Crap,
so-
man.
I'm telling you, hey, you probably make some money doing that. All right, well, listen, man. I know you got to get going here and get the kids squared away and get ready for bed and whatnot and stuff like that. But appreciate your music. As soon as you get some new stuff, let us know what's going on and
Absolutely.
keep us in the loop and all
Yeah,
all-
man.
all that
Yeah,
good
man.
stuff.
Y'all just keep us in your thoughts and prayers on this meeting, man. This could be a really, really big opportunity for us, and so we'll
Awesome.
see what happens. But we're just believing for the best. I mean, we've worked really hard, and we just hope everything turns out good. So we'll see what happens.
Let's go. Tell
Yeah.
everybody quick where they can get your music and stuff at.
Just www.darrinmorrisband.com, and it's got all the social media links on there, and also a link to the iTunes and all that kind of good stuff. So
cool, man.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Enjoyed
man.
Thank you, guys.
Darin Morris Band, make sure you go check them out, everybody. Go to their links and their websites. You can also check them out here on Florida Country Radio, and you can hear them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on our station. So appreciate you talking with us, bud, and
Yeah, Darrin.
we'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah,
all
you
right?
take care.
thank y'all so much. All right, bye-bye.
Thanks, bud. Take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
I was talking about
The outline of our wedding day still hangs above the fire that raged between the two of us on those cold white winter days. The front door stained a passion red reminds me of when we laid in bed till the sun came up and set back down again. Sitting in this house alone, surrounded by your memories gone. You're the one who turned and walked away. I think I'm gonna paint, stroke by stroke, and wipe your memory from this place. 'Cause all you left was pain, tattooed on these walls. The good times, bad times, all. I need a change before I go insane. So I think I'm gonna paint. Walking down this old dark hall, knowing this is where we lost it all. Time drags by and I hang my head and cry. Even though this was once our home, I know now that you moved on. I just can't let those scattered pieces lie. So I think I'm gonna paint, stroke by stroke, and wipe your memory from this place. 'Cause all you left was pain, tattooed on these walls. The good times, bad times, all. I need a change before I go insane. So I think I'm gonna paint. I don't know what I have to do to fix this broken heart. All I know is that I need a place to start. So I think I'm gonna paint, stroke by stroke, and wipe your memory from this place. 'Cause all you left was pain, tattooed on these walls. The good times, bad times, all. I don't know which one of us to blame. I just need a change before I go insane. So I think I'm gonna paint. Yeah, I think I'm gonna paint. I think I'm gonna paint.
No, I didn't. I gave
WBCW's Sunday nights.
I gave the radio station.
Florida Country Radio. What are you gabbing about? What you hollering about?
nothing.
Nothing.
Nada.
All right, let's. Before we give our next artist, we're going to be talking with is Andrew Frelick. He's a buddy of ours out of Canada. He's a Canuck, But he bounces back and forth between Nashville and Canada. He's got some good music. Let me load it up here real quick, and we'll get him on there. And yeah, so Bike Week's coming up. Milford, you got anything exciting you want to say real quick?
Yeah, be sure to come up and listen to Big Country's going to be out at the Cabbage Patch, DJing out there. Go out and say hi to him during Bike Week. He'll be out there, 10 days or something like that.
10 days total.
Yeah, 10 days total. So go out there and say hi to him and stuff like that, and meet and greet him while he's out there. And also, if you're an independent artist and have original music and would like an interview, also to actionworksmusic@gmail.com. We are now looking for sponsors. Also send your information to actionworksmusic@gmail.com. We got a great package for you that we can work up for you and everything. Get your stuff on our website and everything, and get you out there here on the internet. So also, and if you do need a DJ, get a hold of Big Country at actionworksmusic@gmail.com for all the bookings for DJing and all kind of events. If you're a business and all that, got a good internet connection, Wi-Fi internet connection, or a hotspot, we'll possibly can do a live radio show there. Yep. Remotely from
most places have got internet, but you may have some of them that's just basically a tackling shed box out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's about like you did last night, right?
Well, no, last night was pretty cool. I mean, it was at an American Legion place. It was pretty good, but the fact is, it was in the middle of it was the middle of everywhere. That it really didn't have much going on, but they're really about the only videos that are out there from last night is already on Facebook. I got a bunch of people that's tagged on there, but as far as her new video release from Devil Music, it actually was real good. I liked it. It was cool. Had a lot of people I met there last night that was part of the video. They started shooting it in November when it started getting cold, and but they came back and forth because Michelle and Roger, her fiance, has got ties in Middleburg, knows a lot of people there, so that's why they picked the location to come and do the shoot for the video.
That's
but it's you guys, you've seen the video already, right? I'm sure.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Jeez, I've been posting it since last night. You should have been already on there.
He's been working.
I've been working my butt off.
I've been drinking. He's been working.
She's been working on drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
All day. Dang it, man. Somebody's got to do it.
I know, right? All right, so let's see. Let's play one of Andrew's song here real quick. Let's do this one. This is Andrew Frelick. This one's called "When I Was Little." We'll stay tuned, take a listen, and when we come back, we'll give him a shout. Hang tight.
I remember I was 8 years old, had my very own fishing pole, cast him from the riverbank, hoping for a nibble. That was me when I was little. Summer days down at the lake, our family get away, skipping stones and watching the water ripple. That was me when I was little. Well, you know there ain't that much that changes when you're grown up. And the funny thing is I still love all that stuff. Like a firework burning on the 4th of July, shooting up the sky like a missile, reminding me how I felt when I was little. Playing games with my truck in a big old puddle of mud, water coming over my boots, stuck in the middle. That was me when I was little. Daddy taught me to play guitar, strumming and sipping from a mason jar. Uncle Tom would play along with his fiddle. That was me when I was little. Well, you know there ain't that much that changes when you're grown up. And the funny thing is I still love all that stuff. Like a firework burning on the 4th of July, shooting up the sky like a missile, reminding me how I felt when I was little. I traded in my BMX for a Harley Davidson, and now when I go fast I don't need to pedal like I did when I was little. Well, you know there ain't that much that changes when you're grown up. And the funny thing is I still love all that stuff. Like a firework burning on the 4th of July, shooting up the sky like a missile, reminding me how I felt when I was little. Reminding me how I felt when I was little.
WBCW Sunday night right here at Florida Country Radio. Going fishing with who?
I said my girlfriend.
Oh, when did this happen?
I haven't yet. She talked
No,
about it.
I'm saying when did you find a girlfriend?
I've got girlfriends that are just now coming out to do anything because the weather's getting warm.
Yeah, Billy said he's committed to Middleburg area.
He's committed.
Yeah, he likes the
He's going to
area.
live there. He's actually not going to live there. He's going to have a place. So that
That's
he can
because
come
he lives in
from
the coldest goddamn place in the
I
United
know.
States.
So he wants to, like everybody, he wants to come from that cold here and enjoy some warmth and then go back and reality.
You would think Florida would have the lowest taxes in the United States, but we got the highest taxes because everybody and their brother comes here. You would think it would be the opposite. The more people that moves here, the less our taxes
he says,
would be.
Tell Brother BC I truly appreciate the time he spent talking with me last night. The man is a class act. He sure is.
That's right.
He's a class act, all right.
That's right. You better remember that, too. Short round.
He's the clown.
Better remember that.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. But he showed me a picture of his motorcycle he's had for like 25 years. I like the
What is
car.
it?
It's a
Harley?
yeah. It's
the only motorcycles they make.
Well,
Harleys.
I think
Real
I think
motorcycle.
this is a custom build. I think
And
it was
Triumphs.
I think it was a Softail. No, Triumph. A true
on.
good motorcycle is
a
an Indian.
Harley.
Is an Indian.
Oh, I have to agree.
Yes,
Yeah, Indian panhead.
Indian
like
panheads.
The most awesome that there is. Yes,
Yes.
I have to agree.
And
On
they
that.
just started coming back around with the
Well, I
Indians.
don't want to talk about
They
it
just-
now because you're getting me all. Love Indians.
Well, you
Which
like
one?
cowboys too. So what's the difference?
Which one is it? Welcome to the Zippin' or
She
No,
likes-
I
Can
like
I make it
a
up?
cowboy on the Indian, like an Indian
Huh?
motorcycle.
That
Yeah.
is-
Well,
It's
that's
good
the
that-
ultimate dream right there. Get me a cowboy on an Indian motorcycle, and I'm like, whew, I'm gone.
Well, at least you specified that one.
yeah,
Heck
that
yeah,
time she did.
Come
Yeah.
pick me up, somebody, on an Indian.
On it, see, there she goes again on an Indian. You got to be specific.
I am.
No, you got to say motorcycle,
All
not
right.
just Indian, because then there are people thinking you're talking about a person.
All right. Well, you
A
know,
Native
we were
American.
talking
I
about
know,
the
right?
Indian motorcycle.
We were talking about it when I brought it up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. All right.
That's what y'all been talking about.
I know it. He just wants to be articulate.
Man, she knows that big word.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Let's see. We're calling Andrew, I think, through Facebook here. So let me.
We're getting them all. Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, right out of the way, right?
Trying.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Sounds
Why
good.
don't I have Andrew's thing on here? Oh, duh. I know.
Duh. Dirt, dirt, dirt.
Listen, Miss Drunken.
I'm not.
Miss Drunken Confused.
I am not. I haven't been
Haven't been what?
that like that.
You are now.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean, no, you're not? All right, All right, here we go. We're going to call him. Ready? 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 Press the button. Okay, I did. Brrr.
Oh, I better get my muffs on.
Hello, Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew. This is the pizza delivery guy. We're trying to find you in Canada, but we don't know your address.
Yeah, we're right down the street.
Yeah, we're sending a drone to you right now.
Yep, it's on a drone, so be looking for something flying over your house that's going to drop your pizza right there on your front door.
Nice, that sounds
Wouldn't
great.
that be great?
Come in handy, too, because we're in the middle of a blizzard.
Oh, that would be crazy.
See, everybody north of the Tennessee state line is getting that.
Are you serious?
Get
You're
that
in a
nor'easter.
blizzard?
all the way up to Toronto and Canada and all them places up there.
New Brunswick.
Quebec, yep,
Yeah,
Quebec.
we're getting it the worst. We hear probably the equivalent to about 3 feet of snow that's happening overnight tonight. So
Wow.
3 feet. That ain't nothing. New Hampshire and all them are getting 12 to 24. No, I think they even said 36 maybe too.
That's crazy.
So yeah, they're all
Wow,
hey, to be glad you live in Florida. And Andrew sounds like he's got a cold.
Yeah, you need to be coming here.
terrible cold, actually.
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry
started
to hear that.
yesterday, So
Oh,
that's okay.
that
I'll
sucks.
survive. I played
Hey.
a show yesterday with it, so I can
Do
be able to
shoot
do
some
all right.
whiskey.
Yeah,
Exactly,
follow our local alcoholicist.
Yeah, shoot some whiskey.
Our pharmaceutical alcoholist right here. She'll tell you exactly what you need to drink to
It
fix
works
your cold.
every time.
That's great.
So what do people? I gotta ask you this: what do people do when they're buried in the snow and ain't got nothing else to do? Do they go to the local taverns and hang out and drink, or do they just stay home?
Yeah, if you can get there, that's the best choice.
Well,
If
then
you
that's
can't,
why
just stay
you
home
gotta
and eat and watch TV.
You gotta walk everywhere.
You can't walk in a blizzard, dude, especially when
Yeah,
you're
I don't know.
sick.
Yeah, you can. You can walk in a blizzard.
Be walking much.
Hey, I would think
If the
that
bar
it would
the bar was
determine-
right around the corner, I'd walk.
Listen, it would determine on who lives with you.
What does that have to do with anything?
Like if you got a bunch of people in your house and you can have a party.
Well, do you yeah, but see, I don't think I'd want to be cooped up.
It's like us here in Florida.
I
We have
don't-
hurricane parties.
I don't think I'd be but see, that's the difference. The hurricane parties they're like a day and they go. Up north, when it snows in for 6 months, you got them same people in your house for 6 months.
Well, I'd be making sure to know who's in my house and
Whatever.
liking that. Either liking it or not.
You'll get tired of them after 3 months,
I'm sure.
or they'll get
She'll get tired- you'll
They'll
get
get tired of her.
No, she'll get
Freak
tired
on
after 2
you.
days.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't listen to them.
So, Andrew, what's the good word? How long have you been doing music now?
Oh God, well, all my life, but I know that's the typical answer. But really focusing on my solo career, probably the last 2 years.
Right.
Prior to that, and kind of a bit of overlap of even now, and when I started focusing on my solo efforts, I played guitar for various artists and was a lead guitar player in a lot of different groups, and just decided that it was time to
Anybody famous?
take a crack at doing my own. Not really. Well, I mean, I've played a few shows performing as a guitarist for my my aunt, who here in Canada, had a very, very successful country career. She's known as Canada's first lady in country.
Oh, that's cool.
Carol Baker, yeah, she.
Oh,
she,
yeah, okay.
Did everything from Grand Ole Opry to Hee Haw to Sing with Conway Twitty.
Yeah.
She had a great career, but outside of her, mostly just a lot of Canadian country artists that whoever needed guitar players at the time, I would throw my name in the hat and just do that for quite some time, until recently I just decided it was time to try to cut my own CDs and do my own music.
So country music in Canada has been pretty big then, I would say.
Oh yeah.
So it's always
Yeah.
So give me an idea how somebody would be discovered in Canada to play here in the U.S. Case in point, Shania Twain. everybody loves Shania because she's from Canada. So was she playing here most, or I think she was more probably playing in Canada when she got discovered, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, for her, I think she grew up in Timmins, Ontario, and I think all the major labels have like Canadian subdivisions, and most of them do anyway. And so when you play around, if you connect with the right folks here,
right?
Just the same as in the U.S., just kind of a smaller scale because it's basically subdivisions of the major record labels, and you ultimately, great examples of that is we have in Canada right now two country artists, Dean Brody and Brett Kissel, that are having fantastic careers, and they've been two of only, I believe, 10 Canadian country artists to sing at the Grand Ole Opry, and so they're making their name down in the U.S. as well now. So it may take a little longer, I think, to make the road into the U.S., but as far as getting discovered and kind of working towards that, I think it's the same process. You just play as many shows as you can and network and, showcases and get connected with the right folks.
Has Canada and the U.S. always been on good terms as far as music, as far as, bouncing back and forth between the countries, or are they always on each other's tails about, because word that I've heard around is Canada always has a fit when the good Canadians come over to the U.S. to start their career, but the U.S. never pitches a fit when anybody over there goes and plays over in Canada. Is Canada really picky about their music as far as where it goes? Because Australia is kind of like that too a little bit, because Australia with their country music, it's a little bit different than American country music, but they're real picky about who they let in and who gets voted into country music in Australia. Is Canada kind of like that too?
I don't know if it's as much there's issues with it as much as I know working visas and that sort of thing come into play. And it's, sometimes there can be a little bit of red tape, and working visas can take some time
right
to get an artist visa, to perform in the U.S. if you're a Canadian and vice versa. And, I don't really know offhand which, either going to the U.S. or coming from the U.S., which is easier from a visa standpoint, because, I haven't had the experience as a U.S., coming as an American coming to Canada, but, I think that's mostly it. I mean, obviously, I would think that either country would rather their homegrown talents be developed and grow in their, homegrown area. But I mean,
how do you feel about it, though?
Performing shows.
Do you do better here in the U.S. or do you do better in Canada?
I mean, there's a lot of, both online radio stations, FM radio stations in Canada and the U.S. And
really,
I'm of the opinion that wherever I can have support,
right,
it doesn't matter if it's Canadian or American or, I just, I'm grateful to have whatever support I can get from wherever it is.
Well, we were just curious to know if the music industry is as big and as strong there as it is here.
It does very well. I mean, in each of our provinces, we have our own provincial, music foundations, and most of the provinces in Canada have their own country music foundations. So,
well, that's good to know.
It's really growing and thriving, and we have the Canadian Country Music Awards every year. Similar,
right.
Again, smaller scale, but still getting larger and bigger every year. Similar to the CMA Awards, and it's just
first it was Shania Twain to put the country Canadian country music on, and then Justin Bieber came along.
But it's I mean everything's relative to population. I mean, population of the U.S. I think is very, very obviously significance of hundreds of millions of people more than Canada, which is around 37. So it I think in relative to the population, it's thriving just as strong. Just obviously less of it because there's less people.
There's only 37 million in the whole country of Canada?
Yeah. About 38 maybe, I think.
That's how many people's in downtown Manhattan in New York.
Oh, shit. Exactly, and you have like
Well, of course, you got a lot of mountains. Yeah, you got a lot of mountains and wilderness in Canada, which I think is good. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's where they do all the movies and stuff.
Yeah, and that's where
there's tons of Canada that's not even inhabited. It's like a big country that's I forget the percentage that I heard, but there's a large portion is.
What's the reason that they won't
develop?
What's the reason they won't develop? Is it because they can't do it fast enough, or they just choose not to develop, or is it getting blocked by like environmentalists and stuff like that?
I'm not really sure. I think part of it would be that they choose not to. I mean, we have a lot of land in Canada that is considered. National parks and that sort of thing, so that they can't develop the land.
Right.
And each area and each province is different. I mean, there's so much area that's kind of, to your point, was mountain area, and then each province is different. Where I live on the East Coast, a typical yard for a residence, is 1 to 3 acres of land. Whereas if you live in downtown Toronto, the houses are kind of side by side, and you can reach.
Right. Yeah. That sounds like that's pretty much normal around here too. That's.
Yeah. So it varies, and depending where in Canada you live, that type of experience is a little different. But where I live in Nova Scotia, we're around, I believe, a little over 1 million people in Nova Scotia, and probably about 600,000 are in the Halifax area where I live. So it's pretty central to the city that I live in, and then outside of that, it's not not too much more around the rest of the province. So it's our population is definitely not near as dense as what things are like in the U.S.
Now, when they have concerts here in Canada and stuff like that, do they have a pretty good packed house like they would here in the U.S., or is it just kind of depends on who comes and plays with?
Most of the major artists, when they're filling a venue, if it's an arena, the arena's full, and it, packed house. I think in that respect, it's just probably the frequency of the amount of concerts that can happen are not as great, and obviously not happening in as many major market cities as they would there at one time. Just because especially like where I live in Halifax here, we'll have on average, one big concert a month or one every 2 months, and it'll sell out. If you did them every week, maybe they wouldn't, that sort of thing. But we definitely sell them out in most venues. It's just not as frequent happening as probably what you're familiar with.
Right. Now, you got a new single coming out, or you just had one come out, right?
Yeah, I just released it on February 10th.
On February 10th. Now, which one is that? Because I think let me see. You sent that one over, right? Let me see here.
Did we get that?
You should have it. It's called Till I Found.
We're gonna be.
Yeah,
before we get off.
Before we called you, we played your song "When I Was Little." Now, give me some ideas.
I saw that.
Yeah, give me some ideas. Where do you get your inspiration from writing the music? You co-write a lot of your stuff together, or is it just an individual thing for you?
No, I prefer co-writing for sure, and I would say. All of my music, there's nothing that hasn't been a co-write. On my original CD, Time Stands Still, there were 2 songs that I didn't co-write on, but the gentleman that I write with a lot, Doug Fulkins, had co-written them with 2 other artists. But pretty much every song on either of my CDs is a co-write, and most of them, would be either me writing with Doug Fulkins, who's from British Columbia, and Till I Found Love, my newest radio single, is a co-write with Faith Namada, who's also from British Columbia, and who we were in Nashville at the same time when I recorded my latest EP. So I had her sing the backup vocal, so it's actually her as a songwriter co-writing with me, and also her singing along with me, which was pretty cool. But as far as inspiration, I mean, I write about as much as I can about not necessarily my life experiences or that sort of thing, but just things that I think that a lot of people can relate to. And then from there, I just try to vary things up enough so that, no 2 songs sound the same, and there's a little something for everybody. I come from the day when you would buy CDs, and, you would buy a CD when you only really knew 1 song on the CD.
Right. I mean, yeah.
You get the whole CD.
Yep.
Yeah,
But there's some artists.
You only like the 2.
right? But there are some artists, I'm sure all of us have, that you could enjoy almost all of their songs.
Yes, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just knew when I did these 2 EPs that they were going to be 6 songs on the first one and 4 on the next one, and that I just wanted to make sure that there was something enjoyable for everybody. So the first EP, there's a modern country song, there's a bluegrass song, there's a ballad, there's the party song, and
right,
and did the similar approach with my newest EP as well.
And music is starting to change a little bit here in the States. Do you see it doing the same thing in Canada, or is they kind of staying to where country's country, hip hop's hip hop? They stay in the same genre instead of trying to mix and match like they do here in the States.
No, yeah, I think it's pretty similar here. There's a lot of bleeding over from one to the other and crossing over from pop and country and all those sorts of things. And the one thing that's actually kind of a little more noticeable here in Canada, and I know it is happening because I see people comment and talking about it in the U.S. as well. But if you listen to our Canadian country radio stations, you hear a lot less fiddle and steel guitar than you used to, and I think even a lot less than what you do currently in a lot of the American country stations.
Right.
And it's a bit of a shame. So I try.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yeah,
because those sound so good in music.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll come back full circle and start to get added back in at some point. But
right.
I think it's up to the upcoming artists to kind of want it in their music.
Yeah. Ding-a-ling. She's sitting here playing around on the laptop. She hits the microphone.
I have my hat on. And
she has not.
I looked down and it went boom.
She's the only one that I know of that can get drunk off of one shot of drink.
Oh, that's bullshit. You don't even know. You have no clue what I did today.
Whatever. That's. I feel the same way. I think it is coming around full circle because a lot of the buddies that I have that's in radio here, especially local DJs here in town, for some of the big ones, are telling me that bro country is on its way out the door. It's ran its course. It's done what it has done, and it's going bye-bye. So I'm hoping she's going to dump everything in there, man. She's like, oh, jeez. Tammy, shame on you. But you interrupted me. I'm trying to have a conversation here. So, I agree. I think it's coming full circle, and I think country music will be back the way it should be. I think you can do. I think you can do country music with other music when you collaborate, just not the hip hop or the other stuff. You got. Any good artist or any musician that's got an ear for it. Should be able to hear what they're playing and, how something can go good together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and collaboration is always good. And I think that it, even if it never fully goes away, that's fine as long as, some of the more traditional country starts getting the play and the recognition that it used to, because it's not like traditional country music fans don't exist anymore. And it's a bit unfortunate that they don't have the option to listen to it on the radio anymore, because we're getting flooded with, kind of fitting in that cookie cutter mold versus just playing everything,
Yeah. Dude, if you could get me a sponsor up there, I'll start I thought about starting an oldies but goodies station, because I got tons of that music.
Oh yeah.
Hey, see, if I get me a sponsor, I'll give y'all's web address up there in Canada, and y'all can listen to me. I'll do a show at night just specifically for you guys.
And 24/7 play your music.
Yep, there you go.
We would play your music 24/7 anyway.
Well, yeah, the radio station. Yeah, his music plays. We 24. His music plays 24 hours a day on our radio station itself. But in order for us to do oldies but goodies, that kind of music, which is copyrighted, there's a little bit different legalities that you got to deal with, and licensing and stuff like that we'd have to go through to get all that stuff. Yeah. But
I know there's a lot of young artists still that they have very traditional sounds, and they're amazing artists, and just it'll be nice when we get back to a spot.
It will. I think
kind of traditional sounding artists kind of get the
they're
same
coming
exposure.
back.
They are. I think that old country is not. I think what it is the powers to be think that since the old people are starting to die off, they got to get rid of the old country. But that's not true, because for so many old people that die off, you still got the younger ones that are coming up that was taught or raised by the old people that are dying off and has got in their mind, they've been taught the old country way.
Oh, yeah.
And, so it's old country music will never die.
Where's Chiffon from?
Chiffon, she's over in New Zealand.
We've got an artist.
She's
sounds awesome. Her name
like
is Siobhan.
Patsy Cline.
And she sounds amazing. And you would not think by looking at her that she could even kick out anything like that. But she sounds exactly like Patsy Cline.
Yep. Old school Pat.
You know who that is, right?
I don't know.
Cool.
Do you know who that is?
I don't think he knows who Siobhan is.
No, Patsy Cline.
No, I don't think I've heard. Oh,
No.
Patsy Cline, yeah.
He knows who Patsy Cline
I
is.
just want to make sure he's
Oh
old
my
enough.
God! Really? Are you kidding me? I'm sure a 12-year-old would even know who Patsy Cline is.
I don't know about that. I have plenty.
Well, maybe not in the city, but out in the country they would.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I thought I'd ask. You're from Canada, so.
Jesus!
There's a lot of Canucks know about Patsy Cline.
No, I didn't know how old you were.
Yeah,
thought
It wouldn't
maybe
make a
you're
difference if he was 21
a
or
youngster.
58.
Oh, that's
Or
not
4.
true. Oh, and that's not true. Because the young ones don't know nothing about Patsy
Andrew,
Cline.
you
and
have
their
my
gold-
permission
good
to reach through the phone and smack her.
No.
Jeez, you talk about us guys saying it's wrong to ask our ages for you girls, but then you tell him and says, "Oh, are you old enough to even know who Patsy Cline is?"
No, I didn't say that.
You want a microscope to see if he's got gray hairs on his beard or something?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, there's a couple.
No.
There's a couple for sure.
Well.
Jeez. Milford, you got any questions you want to ask Andrew?
Y'all just doing just great.
Now you're starting to sound like Tammy.
I know. What's the deal?
We did a role reversal.
I'm thinking so.
Most of the time, Tammy don't ever talk, but she's lit today, so she's
I've been lit.
she's all running at the mouth.
I know it. That's the truth.
Like a
who are some?
refrigerator.
That's funny.
Who are your
What?
who's some of your favorite artists, Andrew?
Yeah.
Mine, probably my most influential growing up probably would be, Garth Brooks, Keith Whitley,
yeah,
Randy
Garth
Travis. Then I that was at a younger age, and then was kind of introduced at a young age as well to the Eagles, which,
there you go.
There you go.
Probably
Yep.
had the
They're
most,
awesome.
most
They're, like,
influence on me.
traditional.
Yep. And see, that's another thing too.
What I
They're more.
what I loved about them is they just played anything.
Yeah, the Eagles. When you get bands like that with Eagles and Leonard Skinner, Molly Hatchet, they're country rock is what they are.
Country rock.
Country rock, country classic rock, Southern rock, outlaw rock.
Southern rock's what I call
Yeah,
them.
yeah. That kind of them two genres there mixed together real good. So that's and it's always going to be like that because as long as you got people that are riding bikes, the vets and all that, you're going to always have that kind of music around.
They're icons.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I just liked, instantly when I heard the Eagles, how one song would be very country-esque, and then, the next song would be like a, jamming out rock song, and I liked how you listen to their, greatest hits albums, and so much variety was in their music, and that's kind of where I am. I mean, I love bluegrass. I love, obviously, country.
Bluegrass is awesome.
Modern country, traditional country, and they were a band that did it all, and I loved all the harmonies and just everything about them. So,
which one of your favorite songs is of the Eagles is your that you like?
probably, and I even have the lyrics tattooed on my left forearm.
Hotel California.
Desperado by the Eagles.
I was going to say Desperado. Yeah.
Desperado.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah,
one of
Hotel
mine.
California is fantastic.
I love Hotel California.
Yeah, Desperado.
Then another one of mine that I always liked was Life in the Fast Lane.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a great song.
I'm
yeah.
waiting for somebody to
That's a
jump in
great
and
song.
say, Freebird!
Man, you cannot go wrong with the Eagles.
Guess who was in concert last night at SeaWorld?
Who?
That Vic Quentin seen, Leonard Skinner.
Oh.
While you guys were over there,
Yeah, but
Leonard
Leonard
Leonard.
doesn't have all of Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, but they still sound good though,
I
even
know.
though all
I've
the guys.
I've seen him right here in.
And of course, when I do
Orlando.
I do Bike Week in Daytona every year, and We always have Molly Hatchet, and we got Greg Allman from the Allman Brothers. They come out, and he comes out and hangs out with us. Well, matter of fact, what's his name? Trucks that used to play with them that just passed away here. What, about a month or two ago?
Yeah,
yeah. He used to come out. Yeah, last month. He used to come out to Daytona all the time.
Where did he die from?
I think heart problems or something like that.
Really?
But,
I think it's heart disease.
Wow.
But yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all classic music there. I mean, even when I grew up with their hair band days. Like, I mean, we're talking Motley Crue.
Hair?
Yeah, well, that's when I had hair. We're talking about Motley Crue and Def Leppard, Pink Floyd. You know, the hair band
on his
things.
Beard.
Well, yeah, and then of course, but I always listen to country because my parents, they either had that or oldies but goodies on the station all the time. So I can say I'm well rounded when it comes to listen and
round, like seriously round, with the bald head and everything round.
Listen, when you get my age, you'll get that way. Trust me.
I couldn't resist.
Whatever. But
we got put up with here.
Normally it's them two. Normally it's them two belly aching back and forth.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know. What? Think of something else to ask Andrew.
Thinking.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, you got anything special you want to talk about?
Jeez.
All right, no more from her because she's cut off.
All right.
Get rid of the bottle. That's it.
I have got no bottling from me. It was from earlier today. I did lots of tequila shots.
Tequila.
Yeah, tequila. All right.
No.
What's you played? How many times you played at the Grand Ole Opry?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have never yet.
You've never played it?
I would love to.
Oh, what about the Ryman Auditorium? Any place in Nashville have you put?
Oh, God.
Tootsies.
Yeah, I played. No, not yet. I've done some showcases and stuff at some of the like Belcourt Taps and a couple of the other smaller bars, but nothing major like Grand Ole Opry or Ryman like that yet. I guess. I mean, those are bucket list things for me for sure.
Yeah.
What are places up there in Nova Scotia that would be considered or be up in that same class, like the Ryman or the
Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah, Grand Ole Opry or something like that.
Or like some.
There is. I mean, we have some beautiful venues, and my aunt actually did a retirement tour just the past in this fall, and I had the honor to open a few shows for her, and we did some beautiful theater venues and that sort of thing. But I mean, nothing there. I don't think there's anything else in the world that's equivalent to the Ryman or the Opry.
Right.
Definitely not in Canada. That's at that same level. I mean, that's kind of the those two places are kind of the mecca of playing country music. That's where you kind of want to someday be on those stages, and there's nothing like it anywhere else that would compare. I wouldn't say
it's a good bucket list, and on.
How many times do you get to come down to Nashville?
The last couple of years, it's been a fair amount. Usually 2 or 3 times. Last year it was 3 times. I think the year before maybe 4 times. This year will probably be 2 times around CMA Fest, and then probably again in September.
Do you do all of your
writing?
You do all your recording here in Nashville?
My first two recordings, they were all done at the 515 studio in Nashville.
Right.
Producer Chip Hardy, they do fantastic work, and just a great bunch of guys and musicians. I really enjoy working with them. So,
that's cool.
Have you ever been down?
Second EP was Easy Choice.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever been to Printer's Alley when you went into Nashville?
Yeah, I played. Did a showcase at Alley Taps on Printer's Alley.
Oh, did you? That's where I always like to go because you never know who's going to show up. It's always quite surprising because when I was there a couple of times, but when I was there once, Kid Rock, Bubba Sparks, and another one showed up, but got to to hear Kid Rock.
He probably knows who Kid Rock is. I don't know. I
Packed
don't
in the
think
house.
he'd know who Bubba Sparks
Oh
is.
yeah, definitely.
And we had a great time. It was like nobody was there, and then all of a sudden, Kid Rock comes in, throws down, whole freaking place. You couldn't even move. I had to get up on a freaking like a I don't know what the hell you call it.
A
shelf?
phone book?
No, no, it was like a wall. It was a half wall. I got up on.
Oh, so it was a half pint wall.
Something like
Andrew, we pick on her a lot because she's only 4 foot
I'm
something.
telling you, the place packed out in like minutes. As soon as he walked in, and then we all started getting autographs after the whole thing. But he threw down for like a half an hour. It was so much fun. I don't know where the hell these people all came from either, but they must have been following him.
Well, that's because Hank taught his son the right way. You know, Kid Rock is related to Hank, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's cool.
That's like his nephew.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but anybody that's famous, once they find out where you're at in Nashville, because like we go in the back of the restaurant. I mean,
Well, we already know Andrew's famous in Canada. We know that.
But we go in the back in the alleys in Nashville, and we see who the buses, out there, and who's coming and going in the buses.
Okay, first of all, why are you in the back of the alleys in Nashville?
'Cause we're
And
trying
second
to
of all,
find
why
out
are you in the buses?
Who's famous out there?
And it's very especially
Now we know where her money comes from.
And especially why are you in the very back of the
That's
bus?
because
I know, right?
I'm a back door.
What?
Well, that wasn't coming out right. No.
Andrew, we apologize for that. I'm sorry. Don't
This
even
is
say
supposed to be
that.
this year is supposed to be a G-rated interview.
No,
Good
I'm
Lord.
serious. What happens is, in the South, like, our good friends and family
You need to think about what you're going to say.
Yeah,
come
damn
in
it.
the
And think
back
before
door.
you speak.
I'm one of the backdoor kind of friends.
So what are your plans for here in the near future, Andrew? What do you got coming up? You got any big shows or big events coming?
Well, we are, right now just playing as many shows, both solo and full band shows as I can. We're, prepping for festival season, the spring and summer, and from there, I do have a lot of writing that I've been doing, and probably getting close to being able to put out another EP. So that'll be kind of down the road thinking as well. So right now it's just a combination of an EP and just released that latest single, Till I Found Love, to radio. So just promoting that and writing new music and getting ready to start the whole process over again with another EP.
Well, that's cool. Tell everybody where they can get your music, where your websites are, and I'm sure everything's on Spotify and iTunes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, the main starting point, if you visit my website, andrewfrelick.com, it's just FRELICK.com. From there, it links out to Facebook and Twitter and iTunes and all the other social media, and music's available. Yeah, as you mentioned, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all the major places that people like to stream and download, and definitely connect with me. I love reaching out and hearing from people what they think about music, and it's always cool to connect with people, especially in different areas a little further from Canada. It's really cool. So.
Hey, you can't get no farther south than us. Well, no, you probably could, but
Miami.
Yeah, there you go, Miami. But hey, Andrew, appreciate you coming on the show tonight and talking with us. We always wish you the best of luck. You can go hear Andrew Frelick's music on our station 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WBCWradio.com. And also go check out his latest single. You said the latest single is the Till I Found Love, right? That's the one that just came out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you go
That's
check that out. And go say hi to Andrew on Facebook and Instagrits and Twitter and all them. And we're going to play his new song here. And again, Andrew, thanks for hanging with us tonight. And we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys
I
so
hope
much.
you get
I
better
really appreciate
soon.
it.
Yes, and get better and stay out of the cold.
Yeah, don't drink no to kill you.
Me too.
No, drink
Yeah.
drink
Or
some
actually,
whiskey.
whiskey and honey. Yeah,
there you go. Whiskey
and
honey.
don't do like Tammy does.
Oh, don't listen to them. It's just every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew also too. I'm also an artist and all that too. So, I used to do a lot. I did a few shows last year. I know how it is out there, brother.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
He is. He rides horses for a living, and he's an artist. He's a singing cowboy.
If you want to check out my stuff,
Never have too many of them.
I know, right?
Yeah, just if you want to check my stuff out, just look up under Milford Kirkland.
Milford Kirkland Jr.
That's good.
All right, Andrew.
You have a good night.
Appreciate it, bud.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a good
You
one,
too,
man.
Guys.
We'll
Cheers.
talk to you soon.
Good night.
Thanks.
All right, bye. Stay tuned. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
It's hard to find the words to say what you mean to me. It's hard to strike the right chord to suit you perfectly. Sweet nothings ain't nothing when they come straight from the heart. Just give me a chance, baby, and I'll find a place to start. You're the words on paper, a verse 2 or 3. You're a summertime drive radio playing the sweetest melody. Dries, you'll see why we fit like a glove. I couldn't write a love song till I found love. I love to hear you breathing when you're falling asleep.
And your heartbeat beating as you lie next to me.
Each rhythm is heaven when I have you in my arms. I still hear the music even when we're apart. You're the words on paper, a verse 2 or 3. You're a summertime drive radio playing the sweetest melody. When the last ink dries, you'll see why you fit like a glove. I couldn't write a love song till I found love. You're the words on paper, a verse 2 or 3.
You're a summertime drive radio playing the sweetest melody.
When the last ink dries, you'll see why we fit like a glove. I couldn't write a love song till I found love. You're the words on paper, a verse 2 or 3. You're a summertime drive radio playing the sweetest melody. When the last ink dries, you'll see why we fit like a glove. I couldn't write a love song till I found love. I couldn't write a love song till I found love.
WBCW Sunday night here, sitting with you, talking with Andrew Frelick. That was his latest single that was just released here in February, called "Till I Found Love." Why are you playing with your strings again,
What?
or your springs?
Ain't.
I'm gonna start calling you Bruce Springsteen.
No. Well,
Tammy Springsteen.
There you go, Tammy Springsteen. But
Funny.
say what?
I said funny.
What are you mumbling?
Funny.
Funny.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so like we said earlier, I went to the video premiere release of their latest single for Michelle Lee. We went and seen her last night, and it was a good crowd. They had pretty good food, too. I know they had barbecue and stuff like there. Also met a couple guys from another band that was there too, called Dixie Highway. They're pretty good. Middleburg is just southwest of Jacksonville, so it's kind of like almost in the middle of the state. But I like it out there. It's a nice area, nice and quiet, and a lot of woods and stuff. And I love it when people's out there burning or having fire pits, because you can always see all the fire pits burning and stuff like that. But let's do this here real quick. This is the song that she released with the video. This song has been out for a while, but here's the remix from the video. This is by Michelle Lee, and this is called Devil Music. Check it out right here on WBCW.
Mama always told me about the wrong side of town. Said I don't want to catch you there hanging around. Just drinking, carousing, and fights every night. No place for a Christian if you want to live right. The warning that she gave me lasted just until my left funny hard head got behind the wheel. Burning up 2 lanes, straightening out the curves, hauling ass up the holler for I lost my nerve. To a secret hideaway, known only to a few. Grab a half a gallon of puppy special brew. Every time it's different, every time the same. He didn't ask no questions, but he damn sure knew my name. The devil music, fire, water, liquor from a jar. It's an all-night get right, come as you are. Bring your mammy, bring your pappy, bring your sister too. The party's always jumping at this backwoods boogaloo. Come a Sunday morning, preachers laying down the law. Everybody in the choir singing hallelujah. Teaching and preaching about the devil and his ways. Narrow is the path straight to heaven's gate. I'd say my aim is to look straight ahead, 'cause if mama ever caught me, I'd be better off dead. Well, sinners weren't the only ones partial to the bruise. Sister Bertha Big Mouth was known to sip it too. If you look a little closer, you can always tell all the back pew warmers are raising most hell. My sweet little mama had a secret of her own. She and old Papa had a thing going on. But there was devil music, fire, water, liquor from a jar. At the all-night get right, come as you are. Bring your mammy, bring your pappy, bring your sister too. The party's always jumping at this backwoods boogaloo. The years have passed, Poppy's gone, but that old shack still shakes till dawn. Music plays, brew still flows. Papa taught his little girl everything I know about devil music, fire, water, liquor from a jar. At that jacked up throwdown honky tonk bar. Yeah, it was devil music, fire, water, liquor from a jar. At the all-night get right, come as you are. Well, bring your mammy, bring your pappy, bring your sister too. The party's always jumping at this backwoods boogaloo. Well, the party's always jumping at this backwoods boogaloo.
WBCW Sunday night, hanging with you here in Central Florida, where it's nice and warm, and everybody north of us is freezing their ass off, or sitting under 10 inches of snow. Right?
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Tammy,
What?
what are you huffing and puffing about now?
Nothing.
Yes, you are. She got all. You know what? You wore all this pink. Why didn't you wear your other pink shirt that Donica gave you?
Because it shows the whole. It's a summertime thing.
It's a summertime thing?
Yeah, because it shows all the, like bathing suit or whatever you got on.
Oh.
So, it's very airy.
Very.
In
other words, you be free balling.
Yeah, almost.
Free chesting.
So I'll wait till summer for that.
Okay.
It's too cold out.
It ain't that cold.
I'm
It actually
cold.
warmed.
When it's this cold, to me, it's cold.
You know what that means, don't you? I ain't gonna say it, but you know what that.
No.
Yes.
No.
My granny got the same way.
Shut up.
Except
That's
for
not the truth.
no, I swear
Let
to
me
God.
tell you,
no, it's because no.
I have got thin blood. Okay, only because I've
It's
lived
not
here
thin. It's
all
not thin. No,
my
it's not
life.
thin blood.
Yes,
It's
it
thin
is.
skin.
No, it's not.
Yep.
No,
It's
not.
a proven fact
Look
that you.
I'm tough,
Listen-
man. I don't want to hear it.
Listen to me.
I'm telling you.
Look, you ain't telling me shit. Now
I'm
listen
telling
to
you.
I'm saying
I'm a
it's.
Southern girl. When it's
But-
cold at 40 degrees, I'm freaking
But listen
cold.
to me. It's a known fact because it's been medically researched that as your body gets older, your skin gets thinner. Because even my granny, when my granny was old, because if you
happens to your
listen to
bald
me,
head then?
listen to me. As you get older, my granny, whenever somebody would touch her, sometimes her skin would just rip
We ain't
because
even talking about any of that.
I'm just saying. That's where the coldness is coming from.
No, it's not.
Not because your
No,
blood.
it's not.
Not because your blood's thin.
Nope.
Your blood's already thin because it's got enough alcohol running through it.
Nope.
Whatever.
I don't agree with anything like that. I only agree with the fact that I was born and raised in the South and I'm cold. That's it. That's all it is. It's a simple explanation.
There's no winning with her right now.
Thank you.
Oh, I ain't trying to win
It
her.
ain't about that.
That's right. It's about that I'm right and she's wrong.
It's about that I'm right and you're wrong.
Whatever. I got the shirt to prove it.
I
You got the shirt to prove
I
it?
got the shirt to prove it.
There ain't nothing on that shirt that just says Texas.
Texas something.
Texas girl boots.
Right,
bling.
and you wasn't even born in Texas.
My son was.
Okay, that's not you.
But I love Texas. I love Texas.
That's like saying I'm an illegal immigrant. My son was born here, but I wasn't.
Yep. Hey, Trump.
I'm just
I
saying.
lived in
That's
Texas.
right, Trump. Guys,
Hey.
tell him to come and get her.
I
Get her out of Florida. Send her back to Texas.
No, I lived in Texas. So I think I deserve a Texas shirt. And I went to San Antonio for a while.
I've been to Houston.
Ow.
I ain't got a Texas shirt.
That's your problem.
Well, no, actually, I do got a Texas shirt.
I've been to
I love
Houston. I've been
Texas.
to Dallas, Fort Worth, Weatherford, El Paso, Austin.
I've been to Houston and
Lubbock.
El Laredo. Oh, and I have been to San
I've
Antonio.
been to Galveston.
I've been to the Alamo, so I can say I've been to the
I've
Alamo.
been to San Antonio. I was not too far from Tracy's Bird's house in Galveston, so
Well, I'm sure at some time or another you passed Willie Nelson, didn't you?
I went to look.
Oh, let me touch you.
Hey.
That's what I'm thinking about it.
What? Don't
You said it for me.
Are you really gonna do that?
No, he said it for me.
Oh, whatever. He ain't no.
That's what I thought about it.
What is he a transvillaquist or something?
Yeah, he transvillaquist a fart right out of his ass. About that comment. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Been to Amarillo.
Amarillo. Have you ever slept under the overpass in what? No. Amarillo.
Okay, keep talking because that
Tucson.
don't sound right.
I'm sure there's a couple of them that did. Tucson, Arizona.
Was you
I've been to
passed? Was you
Tucson.
passed out drunk or homeless?
No, I wasn't either. Actually, it
Yeah.
was somebody I know though.
I slept under.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
slept under
I think it
Tucson.
was you.
No, it wasn't. Huh?
I slept under overpass Tucson
You did not. Maybe that was you we snuggled up to.
in my truck.
Uh-huh. No, that was you in that cardboard box.
No, that was me and my semi in a bunk with a heater.
Whatever.
AC.
You lie like a rug.
No,
In a bunk with a heater.
Yeah, he's just
an AC.
talking crap.
Law on my T.
He's crapping
V.
crap and talking crap.
She don't know.
Right. That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they all say.
I got some new music here. Let's see. We got some new music from artists that we haven't heard from in a while.
Sweet.
Let's do.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side.
Oh, you have to remind me of that one.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side.
My side's not sunny.
Sammy's got
It's
some.
storming.
Sammy's got some new songs out too.
Well, come out of the damn rain then.
No, it's storming. It ain't raining.
Come out of storm and rain.
It's got a big freaking blizzard going on.
Okay,
Well,
let's
come
do
out of
this.
the damn blizzard.
Here's one of the newest songs. Here, let's do this one first. This one's Stephanie Lee. The song is called "Vulnerable." Check it out. We'll be right back.
Billy says, "Good."
I'm vulnerable, so addicted to you. Can't explain how I feel about you. I'm chained, no escape. You're all I think about. I don't even know how to live without you. I'm addicted. You're all I see. Can't imagine life without you and me. I'm falling so fast. I feel myself drop. I surrender. Don't wanna stop 'cause of you. Vulnerable. It's the naked truth. Vulnerable. Break me in two. I'm vulnerable for you. I'm hypnotized when I look in your eyes. I'm in a trance. Can't even hide. You're holding my heart, and if anything is true, I'd give my life. I'd do anything for you. Vulnerable. It's the naked truth. Vulnerable. Break me in two. I'm vulnerable for you. Vulnerable. It's the naked truth. Vulnerable. Break me in two. Vulnerable. It's the naked truth. Vulnerable. Break me in two. I'm vulnerable for you.
I guess I've seen all the signs. It was a straight out of Hollywood line. You said you needed some time to figure it out. So I don't sleep sleep anymore. Late night hours find me walking the floor, trying to understand what all this is for, but I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. No, how could you move on so fast with your life when I can't even close my eyes at night? I just keep waiting for you to walk right through the door and tell me you figured it out. You figured it out. Everything reminds me of you. That empty porch swing with the hell of a view. I tell my friends I'm okay, but it's not true. They think we're working it out. I burned the box beneath our bed. All the letters that I wrote but didn't send. Where's the line between break and bend? I can't figure it out. Still can't figure it out. No, how could you move on so fast with your life when I can't even close my eyes at night? I just keep waiting for you to walk right through the door and tell me you figured it out. You figured it out. Hell is just another word for uncertainty, and I'm nailed to the cross of your indifference. Couldn't you at least have the decency to say it's over and give me my deliverance? How could you move on so fast with your life when I can't even close my eyes at night? I just keep waiting for you to walk right through the door and tell me you figured it out. You figured it out. You figured it out. You figured it out.
Going on right now, WBCW Wednesday or Sunday night, right here at Florida Country Radio. Milford said they're evacuating the state of California.
Yeah, out there, and they're doing an immediate evacuation and lower levels over of Orville and other areas have been issued due to a hazardous situation developing with the dam spillway. So what they're saying here is the situation is with Orville's Dam Auxiliary Spillway. The operation of the spillway has led to severe erosion, the California Department of Water Resources said. The spillway is exactly expected to fail Sunday night, which is why there's a category in this contingency in place. So, yeah, so if you're up around that area, run, get your boat.
I wonder how big this dam is. I wonder.
It's pretty good size.
Is it about the size of Hoover Dam? Because that's about the only one that I'd probably run from.
I don't know. It's going pretty good. It's a good size. Yes, officials are expecting a failure of the auxiliary spillway of Orville Dam within the next 60 minutes. Residents of Orville should evacuate.
Next 60 minutes?
Yeah.
They're just now doing an evacuation?
Yeah.
If 60 seconds before it happens.
Yeah.
They should have been evacuating all day today, basically.
Yeah, 60 minutes. Residents of Orville should evacuate in a northward direction towards Chico, which I've been. That's around outside of L.A. and other cities.
Remember that show, Chico and the Man?
Mm-hmm. It does, yeah. So yeah. So that's what's going out in California tonight.
Huh. Yeah, they got the Grammy Awards on tonight right now. And I haven't really seen... Well, the only comments I've seen so far is about Beyonce that Beyonce sucks right now. Well, first of all, she can't move because she's pregnant.
Yeah.
With twins. So how in the hell are you going to be going on... Why would you even think about going on stage and trying to perform and bounce around and dance when you have children in your stomach?
Yeah.
That right there is a crime in itself. That should be worse than having child abortion or
that's child abuse.
Yeah, that's child abuse there. That should be considered, worse than having an abortion.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I know it.
People amaze me, I'm telling you. Man.
Well, I'm glad she didn't do the damn Super Bowl this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because rumors had talked about her showing up to do something with Lady Gaga, but no. Lady Gaga did right. She knew what she had to do, and she kept it all about her and about the game and about the music. There was no political stuff in there, nothing like that crap. And see, I think...
Well, that makes her a classy lady.
Right. It does. Because to me, I don't give a crap if you're a celebrity or not, or whoever. There's a time and a place to talk about politics and put your opinions out there and crap like that. And during a Grammy Awards are not. Because you ignoramuses already got millions and millions of people following you on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Why do you have to why do you have to take up all the airtime on TV just for the extra couple 100,000 that really could care less about what you think and want to see the music instead?
Get out there and sing, do what you're paid to do, and not
exactly. Instead of running your mouth about politics. Tammy, why are you falling asleep over there?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
She's over there talking on Facebook.
What are you talking to?
No, I'm not.
Who are you talking
or
about?
Actually,
what are you looking up? I saw a billboard going down 95 last night and thought about you. Adam and Eve.
What?
And actually, get this.
How could that be?
Get this. There's another place, too. As soon as I came off of 95 to get on 16 to head to Middleburg to go in there, there's a place right there on the left-hand side called Hustlers Hollywood. And it's all fancy-dancy lingerie and stuff like that. And I also thought about you, too.
I don't know why you would think about me.
I'm just saying. I just said to myself, there's a short little dress. I can just see Tammy in it right now.
Well, you can't see me in it because you don't get to.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't want to see your wrinkly old body anyways in a short.
I don't have a wrinkly old body, little butt.
You started it.
You got butt?
I got a big butt. I got dimples on each side,
well,
too.
I don't care to hear
Big
about
Country's
any of
Love
it.
Station.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
And then the Adam and Eve thing, I guess that was like also another, it wasn't a lingerie.
Hey, Billy, you laughing your ass off?
I think Billy does. I think Billy's gone. No, this Adam and Eve was another, I think it was another
Keep
like
dreaming.
a Cupid's Corner or something like that.
That's all I got to say.
Dreaming about what?
Whatever.
About what? What are you talking?
No, you're talking about lingerie. Give me my hat.
Leave
my hat alone.
I will.
Leave my hat alone.
Snatch that hat.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, because you have to take the muffs with it.
Well, the muffs.
I'll take the muffs.
The muffs ain't got no hair around it.
These that got smart ass.
I'll take the muffs.
Talking about what's on my ears.
That's what I was talking about.
What's on my ears?
Yeah, the muffs around your ears.
They got plenty of hair around it.
No, the fudgy
You got
muffs.
hair coming out of your ears?
Yeah. See, I got a head full of hair.
I want to see the muffs that's got the hair around it.
Shut up. You see it, my ear, this one and that one.
Well, I'm sitting here watching the TV right through your ears.
Can you see daylight?
Yeah.
Kiss my booty.
Ah,
That's Milford right there.
jeez.
You need to go somewhere, okay? You're rocketing out of here anyway. Go take your farts somewhere
Milford's
else.
turning red.
Telling you, it's ridiculous.
Call the fire department. He's turning red.
Jesus.
That's that red blood I got in it.
Shit. It sounds like red crap, if you ask me.
Yeah, there ain't nothing red about it. It's just stinky.
Okay, let's see here. We've been playing some new music here. Let's see. We got another. I know we got another artist down here. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, here's a new one from our buddy Milton Patton. This is called Long Black Leather Coat. Check this one out. We'll be back.
See how he glides his feet across the marble floor. He steps just high enough, never less, never more. Two women walking, they're talking, low down in the throat. They give him A for attitude for what's inside his coat. Attitude inside that long black leather coat. He's got that attitude inside that long black leather coat. He's got no excuse for his grace, looks and style. His eyes burn through her dress like a California wildfire. She looks closer, and now he's captured her curiosity. She's stroking that long black leather, shoulders down to his knees. Attitude inside that long black leather coat. He's got that attitude inside that long black leather coat. He leaves no doubt of what's inside that leather coat. He's got that long black leather attitude. His heart beats on the inside lining. It comes together with the leather on the outside like it rhyming. Her mouth pressed against his lips, he burns with the confidence. Now he's got her where she's wanted, down to his strong, strong leather grip. Attitude inside that long black leather coat. There's power deep down inside that leather coat. Attitude inside that long black leather coat. He's got that long black leather attitude. He's Hollywood handsome, but you and I to see him glow. There's really no doubt what's in that long black leather coat. The leather coat for loving women and all other ladies bidding for that long black leather attitude.
WBCW Sunday night right here. hanging with you here. It's Sunday night, summertime, summertime.
Oh,
yeah,
it's not here yet.
Yeah, whatever. Certainly. But that was brand new from Milton Patton, Long Black Coat. We got a couple more here. Let me pull it up. We got a new group. These guys have been around since the 90s, early 90s. They're called the Knockers. Their first album was called The Knockers, and their second album was Knockers 2. Go figure.
Yeah. Not the Knockets.
No, just the Knockers.
Or Knockets.
But let me pull up their music here. I'll tell you the story behind these guys. Let's see, the Knockers are there, right there. Okay, but these guys are called the Knockers. They've been around since early, 90s. But now their names, or the name of the band has changed with a few members of the band. But now the band is called Joe Santana's Kingfish. And they actually play out at Bike Week every year at in Daytona at Cabbage Patch. So Joe's group is a little bit of mixture. Back in the day, they did country, a little bit of. It was more like a southern country rock type deal, outlaw type of music. But now they do pretty much just all rock during Bike Week and stuff like that. But this is called Phoenix and a Rose Tattoo. This is by the Knockers and Joe Santana's Kingfish. Check it out and let me know what you think.
it out. Looking at the pictures every night so I can go to bed feeling right. And when I finally hold her, she'll be such a sight. Oh, oh. Saving all my love for you. Gray skies are turning blue. Phoenix and a rose tattoo. Saving all my love for you. Sing it. Saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you. Phoenix and a rose tattoo. Baby. Baby. Saving all my love for you. Baby. Saving all my love for you. Baby. Phoenix and a rose tattoo. I love you, baby. All my love for you. I need you. Saving all my love for you. I want you. Saving all my love for you. I love you, baby. Saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you. Phoenix and a rose tattoo.
He does shit like that.
I do not.
Yes.
WBCW Sunday night, sitting here hanging with you. It's Joe Santana's Kingfish, known called the Knockers back in the day, and that was called Phoenix and a Rose Tattoo. But like I said, they're more or less now a Southern rock, classic rock band. But I guess back in the day they were kind of a little bit of mixture of everything. But if you want to come and check them out, they're going to be at Bike Week this year at Cabbage Patch. Of course, they're there every year, even during Biketoberfest, so you can always catch them there too. So come out and join us. But let's see. I think we got time for one more song. Let me find here.
Why is this thing frickin' doing this?
Oh my God!
You never had any video that even worked on this. Now all of a sudden it works.
Well, that's because I don't know.
So if I click on it, then sure enough it comes out.
Well, don't click on it.
I'm not gonna. Now that I know.
Okay. That fixes that right there.
Right?
Right. All right. Let me see here. Let's get one more song in here real quick because I know we got another. New song here somewhere. Don't forget this coming Wednesday. We got. Let's see who we got. We got. We're going to be interviewing Texas Crossing and Joe Santana, the one that we were just talking about playing songs. Yeah, we're going to be talking with them Wednesday night here on Sitting on the Tailgate and see what they got going on. Yeah, Texas Crossing's always. Matter of fact, they got a new song that just came out, but I don't think we have it yet. But I'm sure we'll get it by then. Let me see here. I know we got a new song here somewhere. Hold that thought. Let's do one of Sammy's new ones here. Let's
Little Sammy.
Yeah, Little Sammy. This one's called Energy. We'll play this one here real quick, and then we'll be right back, and we'll close out the show. Hang tight. We'll be back.
When I was a little girl, I always felt so strange. Time moved on and I grew up, but nothing had really changed.
was something difficult, doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. Impossible, improbable, incapable, they're all just words. All you need is to believe, no matter what you've heard. Energy, it pours out of me, and it needs somewhere to go. I can see where I wanna be. I won't let you tell me no. I can hear you. I'm not who I was before. Look at where I'm standing. Your ceiling is now my floor. Energy, it pours out of me. There's nowhere that it can't go. If we can't see where we wanna be, then no one can tell us no. Energy comes from you and me. There's nowhere that it can't go. If we can't see where we wanna be, then no one can tell us no. Energy comes from you and me. There's nowhere that we can't go. If we can't see where we wanna be, then no one can tell us no.
WBCW Wednesday night. Don't forget, we're going to be talking with Texas Crossing and also talking with Joe Santana's Kingfish because they're in town going to be gearing up for Bike Week here in March. And it's always a good time during Bike Week and whatnot. Milford, you got anything to say real quick?
Yeah, we want to thank everybody who's come in tonight in the chat room, and those who have been listening to us here on WBCW Radio. Also, press the like button and share our page on here on WBCW, Florida's country internet radio stations, Orlando's #1 internet stations. So, tell all your friends and your family, like and share the page. We are looking for sponsors also too. If you're an independent artist with original music, and if you need a DJ, contact Big Country here at WBCWradio.com. Go to the website or send all your information to at actionworksmusic@gmail.com. We appreciate y'all following us, liking us, help us get out there. And if you got a venue or stuff like that, and you want to book us there, do a live feed with a live show, internet radio show, we'll be glad to help you out. Contact us here too at actionworksmusic@gmail.com. So everybody have a good night, and wishing y'all the very best, and have a good Valentine's Day on Tuesday.
Tammy, Amy, you got anything to say?
Oh, I hope everybody has a great week. I'm working on it.
You're working on it? You're working on it.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
You sexy little thing. You're working on it. She's all pinkified right now.
She's all pinkled.
Pinkled.
No.
That's like tickled and pink at the same time. Pinkled.
Yeah, it was
or tinkled.
It was
She's tickled
fun.
pink.
I like it when we do our interviews.
Well, we'll have 2 more this Wednesday night. So, all right. Until next time, right here on WBCW.
Good night, everybody.
Hasta luego.
For myself, Big Country, and for MILF and Tammy, and the tickled pink one-eyed white bird with the wingspan of 15 feet wide.
Along with tickled pink boots for
That's right. And her Texas girl.
Texas girl.
Her Texas girl booby shirt. I'm Big Country, your host. We'll see you next time. Hasta la bye-bye.
Adios.